What up, Rasa? Try to downsize this. There you go. 2005. There you go. Look down. Feed me. How's everybody doing? All right. A little bit more. How's everybody doing, homitos? What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Dispensa. I had to fix some adjustments on here. What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? What's up, Facebook? Ponterolas. What's up, man? How's everybody doing today? Boom, boom. Wearing my cocoa hat, homie. There you go. Man, I haven't worn this in a while. It's perfect for the summer. Been a little warm lately. What's up, you guys? Who's out on here? That's right. Live. Evening. Ooh. Thank you guys and welcome to the show, man. When we talk about high level, high power stuff, homie. Blind Alley, that's one of my favorite songs from the Emotions. Thank you guys. Double tap that screen, homitos, on TikTok, and let's get this show on the road. Nadine, what's up, man? Thank you for joining in. Nimacon. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, homitos? How's everybody doing today? Glad that you guys could tune in. What's up? Oh, thank you guys for sharing, man. Thank you guys. Let's do this, homie. Maggie, what's up? From the Finiquera. What's up, man? How's Arizona doing out there? Yesterday, a lot of autos from Texas was tuning in, eh? That's right. What up? I said it. Me from Texas. A lot of people tuning in. Do me that favor. Double tap that screen on TikTok, homie. El Paso. I knew it, dog. You vatos are freaking deep, homie. You cowboy wearing fools, dog. Yeah, I asked a vato from San Antonio one time because he orders stuff, you know? Like, I go, hey, big dog, so were you born and raised over there? And like, yeah, Simon, homie. I go, hey, you vatos be wearing tejanas and boots? He goes, hell no, fool. We don't wear that crap. He goes, homie, it ain't like that, dog. You know what I mean? It's not what you guys think, dog. You know what I mean? Same thing we asked you about those. Is everybody rainbow out there, dog? Hollywood? Like, fool. He goes, exactly, homie. You know? But that was real funny, man. See, Jay Odessa, what's up, man? Tejas. Man, you vatos are coming in deep, dog. That's right. Las Cruces, New Mexico. What's up, homie? What's up with those chiles, homie? Odessa, Texas. Man, another one over here. That's right. Boyle Heights. What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? Gracias for tuning in. Gracias for tuning in. Hey, man, I appreciate it. You guys have been excellent. You guys have been feeding me with me, you know. And don't forget us on YouTube. Simon, I got YouTube on the... Oh, thank you for joining my club, man. Gracias, TikTok. Arizona checking in, homie. I got you. St. Louis in the house, homie. That's right. What up, St. Louis? Everybody's checking in, you know. It looking feed, man. Looking fritas, down. Everybody looking feed, man. Everybody looking all right and out of sight. Tijuana checking in. West Covina. Tijuas. Another one from Tijuas. Vegas. What up from Houston, homie? What's up, Houston? In the house, dog. Vegas. What's up, Vegas? Very feed, man. Show Tulari, homie. I was going to use my cup today. But I decided to use another one. But looking feed, man. That cup's feed, man. Right? I gotta use that one, Holmes. Good evening to you and the family. Oh, what up, Sam? Meño, manitas, what's up, homie? Palabra, yes, feed, man. Thank you, homie. User 1000 gazillion and 73. Put a pedo, homie. Hey there, bro, from Kansas. Sakra in the house, homie. That's on S being files, dog. We'll get into that, dog, right now. Don't go nowhere, homie. You know. And then I got a special guest, homie. Uh, she's shy. She really don't talk much, but we got her on today. You know, she's a firme jaina. You know what I mean? She's all right. You know, I say we introduce her right now. What do you think?
Introduce who?
My special guest, fool.
Who is it?
She's a beautiful hyena. She's had my back, you know, all this time, you know, and she's gentle. She takes care of my kids, and she feed me gente. With no further ado, I present my baby's mom, homie. There she is, homie. Let's give her a round of applause, homie. Puro pedo, homie.
That is so messed up.
Pow, homie. For all the descarados you done to me, Julia. For all the child support that you filed against me. Ahí está, homie, my baby's mom, homie. Glad to introduce her. How you been, man? What do you think about Anthony? Yeah, oh, man. I hope she's watching. She be stalking me, homie.
She does. Freaking stalker, man.
She's a stalker, homie. There you go, homie. Let me introduce to you my baby mom right here, homie. What you gotta say, homie? How you been? That's the way they sound, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the way they sound.
That's crazy.
Everybody laughing. Que gacho, huh?
That is fucked up.
Puro pedo, homie. Anyways, you're not right, Gina. Everybody's commenting that I ain't right. Pura calla. Neta, if I were not looking you up, never take care of your kids, bro. What? Neta, if I were to look you up, you never took care
That's
of
the
your
same
kids,
guy.
bro.
The same guy that yesterday was.
Oh,
on
talking.
here.
I did, dog. I did, Holmes.
He doesn't even know.
You don't even know, dog.
Honestly.
You don't even know, Holmes, how scandalous they did me, dog. You know, and I would go to the cantona, and I'm still paying my back. The kids are growing up. I'm still paying back child support, dog. Yeah, they did me dirty, dog. But it's okay, Holmes. You know what I mean? It's up to them to determine whether or not they want to see me. I still talk to the tios, you know what I mean? They're second tios, and they kind of throw it at them, you know, and they're like, man, you already know how the grandma is and the daughter, and you know. And I said, yeah, I know, dog, but I tried, Holmes, you know what I mean? I'm still paying, you know. So they're laughing. But no hay pedo, homie. If you want to go at it, homies, you look her up, dog. She's out there in Pico.
Excuses. Why are you even on here? Why is he even on here?
That's your kids, bro. Who cares about the mama? I tried, dog. I tried. Big dog, I was paying big feria before anything happened, dog. When I was in prison, I was sending feria, dog. Who does that, Holmes? I was sending feria, dog. I was sending mailouts, Holmes. You know, I was doing my thing in there, dog. I was slinging the little clavito, and I was sending it out there, you know what I mean? And it was sending the feria. This is what I do when I'm bored. It's all right, homie. I mean, if you don't got a life and you like throwing things, and not bad, homie.
Wow, it's 7 o'clock and
You know? The what?
It's just 7.
But he's in San Antonio.
Oh.
So he's, 3 hours ahead?
Still.
So no bad, homie. The more you comment, the more you put stuff or negative stuff or whatever, it still goes up. Big baller. I ain't no baller, homies. The shirt, cow top. This shirt is Rockin Chicano by cow top, homie. Sophia, what's up? Things can change, Angie. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. From what I heard, he was trying to go to the minor leagues, and the mom didn't let him. You know, I don't know the whole story, you know, and I'm still paying for the child support. I will not set foot over there. She's put me in jail before. No. You know, she's threatened me. You know, I saved some of the texts, but I ain't the one to go turn it around and go, you know what I mean, file reports. And I don't give a damn, homie, you know what I mean? But I did my part. I did the best that I could. I would go to the pad, gifts, feria, and they would just close the door. This ain't at her pad. It was at her grandma's pad. And in reality, it was the grandma that stepped into the picture while I was incarcerated, and I was sending feria from prison. Yeah. Ain't no man need to tell me how to take care of my kids. Ain't no judge need to tell me how to take care of my kids. That's the honest truth, dog. I made them, I'll deal with it, dog. And I did. But, when they see you moving on in life and taking off and doing you and they want their family, they want that family for you to get back with the daughter and all that. Like, nah. So we already been through all that. I'm straight. Soon as you're done with that, I'm done with it. I'm not going back home. You know what I mean? And that's the way it should be. That vato from San Antonio is making us look bad. Stay up from Texas. Yeah, it's all right, Santos. Dog. Um, Individuals like that, they just like to poke and make fun or whatever the case might be. It's all right, Holmes. You know what I mean? It still throws off the rhythm. It it goes out more on the social media, so it's okay whether they know it or not. It helps out the rhythm. You know what I mean? But when they start talking chirujo or level 10 crap, you know what I mean? I don't roll like that, dog. We cool. I have a lot of followers from Texas, homes. That's like a destination that I must go. I've always said if um if I had to start all over, it would be in Texas, homie. You know what I mean? East Bay G, what's up, carnalito? Out there up north, all the 1-4 gente. Saludos to my gente up there, homie. Hey, I like that, homie. Thank you, big dog. I appreciate it, homie. He's been getting down now. That's right. I appreciate it, homie. You see this show, homes? It's even, dog. We don't bang. You could throw your rider in your area, but we don't gang bang on other people. You know what I mean? We don't do that, dog. Anyways, love from Florida. What's up, homie? North Bay area. What's up, homie? What's up, Raiders? SS. What's up, carnalitos? Silo, what's up, homito? What's cracking, dog? What up, homie? Saludos. El Chuco, what's up, homie? Cheers to the loyal hyenas. All right. Saludos. Roland. Saludos desde Ventura, Oxnard. What's up, homito? Buenas noches, Anthony. What's up, homie? Daddy's home. All right, we'll bump that. Carlos from Blood In, Blood Out. No, I ain't Carlos. That's all they want. Chicanos. South Bay, what's up? Can I make a woodland plaque? A topper? Yeah. Simone. Can you get that native one? There's a native one right there. You ain't no vato loco. Tony, I ain't no vato loco. That's right, dog. I ain't no loco, homes. Chris, what's up, my brother? From Texas. What's up, man? Texas is in the house. You're good. Like your film and show, Maggie. Hey, gracias, Maggie. Thank you, guys. We talk everything positive, everything film. Check that out, homie. Check that out, Native Pride. It's one that we just cut. Look at film, huh? These things are big, huh?
They are. They look really nice.
We do it all the holidays here. Spencer. Yeah, that's hard. Simon. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in, homie. Are you Brown Pride Homes? I think so. But of course I'm Brown Pride. ¿Eres un dropout? No, carnalito. No. But la gente que se drop out, that's them, homie. We good here. We straight, everybody firme, everybody gets along with everybody, except si te gustan los, you know what I mean, los morrillos and all that. Cuéntate, homie, this show ain't for you, ese. Me caen gordos esos güeyes, homies. I'm serio, dog. You know what I mean? I'm serio. It boils my blood, homie, you know? We got a low rider. Sup from Inglewood 13, right? That's right. Sup, homie? P-Town, dirty P-Town, Pomona checking in, dog. Cubo Coco, what's up, homito? Respect from Brazil. What's up, homie? Hey, Cubole, homie. Salem, what's up, homie? Who else is checking in? But you are clean. We clean, homie. Gardena 13 checking in. Kansas, what's up, homie? Ophelia, Brown Pride, that's right. Sananto checking in. What's up, homie? Bowling Parque, Olive Bowling Parque. Do you drink Arizona? Yeah, dog, here and there. I like to water it down, homie. Where can you get this hat? On Frank's Hats, homie. Where's these glasses from, homie? Check them out. They're in my bio right there. If you look into it, Rockin Chicano, Rockin. Chicano. How much are they? 10 bolas. They're made out of glass, homito. So trucha, homie, that you don't get socked down, you know what I mean? Get fired up, homie. The glass goes inside your eye, homie. They got the mango one. Yeah, that's the best one. Yeah, that's right. Cubo, Arturo, what's up, homie? Cynthia, much love from White Fence, Barda Blanca. That's right. Tijuana checking in. What up, OG? Willie Man, what's up, homie? You should have Pastor Isaiah Blancas, the gangster preacher, on your show from El Paso, Texas. He does church in the alley and goes everywhere, Northern and Southern California. Check them out. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm down for whatever, you know what I mean? Modelos. I say the best one son las modelos. Que no, I don't. No pisteo, carnal, pero tú dale gas, homie. Dale el chupe, homie. You should have guests on yourself. Well, I do have a podcast. We were supposed to go down there today, but I kind of threw off my back, you know. And we're just here. I got the pillows on my back because, you know what I mean, about just lifting too much, homie, you know. Pero, yeah, I got a podcast. We could do that. But you know what? It seems like La Puente checking in, Triple OG. What's up, Diablo? We get more interaction here. I've noticed that. Because by the time I hang up on one of them, I think on TikTok, shows 29,000 viewers. You know, and so does YouTube, and so does Facebook. So, you know, I kind of have more action here. Maybe because it's one-on-one, you know? Pero, Northern Colorado checking in. What's your YouTube's name? Right here at the top, homie. Rockin Chicano. Can you see it on TikTok? Because that comment came from TikTok, you know? Spencer, homie. Spencer, I don't like eating or drinking in front of the camera, homies, especially eating. If I got your guys' time, it's perfect. We could chop it up, homies. I'm not here freaking chewing on a salad and, you know, I think that's real disrespectful. So dispensa. Rialto checking in. Denver, Colorado. What's up, homie? Yep. Modelos are ATMs. All right. I've been sober for years. Yo, carnal, how much do your golden toppers go for? For you, Robert, $500, homie. With 99 cents, fool. Nah. How much are they? The gold ones?
I don't know.
They're, I think, 100, homies. They're about 100.
Yeah, because they're gold.
But I'll tell you what, Robert. For you, homie, I'll hook you up, homies. 85 more last time. For you, dog. Just because you asked, Robert. So let me know. But they were feeding me, huh? Oh, he's picking it up in
Oh, not
Friday.
Friday.
Friday. You still got it right there?
Yeah, too.
Yeah, bring it. So you can see. It looks feeding me, huh, Robert? That thing's heavy, dog. Watch out. Trip out on this, dog. Can you see that? This, dog, this freaking goes heavier and it's smaller, dog. Look at that. See the chrome and the gold? I sell these for 100, dog, pero for you, 85 bolas, dog. Pretty female. They're expensive. They're hard to make, dog, but I hook them up. So I could put your barrio. This is Compton Barrio 70s. It was for a vato. It was for his homeboy. So he got it for his homeboy that passed away. And he's going to go to his plate, his tomb, put it there, and take a flica with it. That's pretty cool because he says, because it's a black background. I'm like, serio? He goes, yeah. So, pretty female. So for you, Robert, 85, homie. Today, 85 bolas. What do you think? 85 bucks. You want your... What do you think?
Yeah, gold, yeah.
85 bucks today, homies. That's dirt cheap, dog. Because I'm going to sell for 100, but they're heavy. In the bottom is stainless steel, of course, you know what I mean? So, you'll be all right. I might be white on the outside, but I'm brown in the inside, homes. Well, handle commando, homie. That's feeding my dog. You ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody, that's it. Be yourself, homito. Right? Be
Mm-hmm.
yourself, homie.
Yeah.
Oh, how's everybody doing? Okay, they're clean, huh? That's right. 415. I went from TikTok and YouTube. I found you. That's right, homie. Raider SS, what's up, homie? Hey, mucho gusto. Gracias for tuning in. Have both of them on, homie. Vida loca, dog. Put me out on your TV, homie. Let me say cuo to your familia, homie, to your wife, homie. Hey, what's up, homegirl? Hey, gracias. Good looking out for the homeboy right there, homes. I'm alive on your big tubo right there, homes. Your crias, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, little chavalitos? ¿Qué pasa, raza? You guys behave. Do feed me, man. Puro Chicano par ese slan. Chales con el hielo. I agree with you, Tacuache. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Jerry, you always got to remind me. Jerry, I thank you so much. I can't wait to meet you, Ese. Hold up. Jesse's calling me from San Diego. We got to do a show in, uh, San Diego. So we're going to be doing a show in San Diego. In Vegas, we're shooting for Vegas to do a show out there like we did last year. And that thing was packed. It was freaking huge. And they shut me down, homie. They said I was a threat to who?
The
Tourist attraction. I was a threat to tourist attraction. Big Pete, thank you, big dog. Hey, gracias for you guys tuning in and gracias for the gifts. I appreciate it. People on TikTok, por favor, double tap that screen, homie. Like you were at the Conectas at 2, 3 in the morning. You know that's you, homie. Stop faking the funk, homie. So, double tap that screen, homie. Gracias. Yeah, I got you on my TV. And I got you on my TikTok, on my phone and TV now. That's right, homitos. That's right, dog. That's right. Gracias. I appreciate it, homie. Simon Limon Gorilla, what's up? I sent mine from San Fran Mission. All right. San Fran then, homie. All right. Jesus loves you. That's right, Gabriel. He loves everybody, homies. Do I smoke Yesca or Pisto? No, dog. I don't, homie. I don't, carnal. I've been sober about 20 years, I think, homes. Straight up Buster. Jerome in the house. Jerome, watch your mouth. Jerome said it straight up Buster. I don't gangbang, homie. I'm brown and proud, homie, and this is me, dog. I ain't tripping, dog. We don't net bang in here, you know what I mean? The little typing things get you grow some big huevos. I came with huevos when I was born, so we don't bang here through the internet. Call me. That's what we do. We're men here, you know? Take a bump. Homie, Sosa's been a long time, dog. The rayazos were nothing nice, homie. I felt like my back of my brain was... can you please say to Jainita, all right?
Say hi to his Jainita Roberta.
Roberta, what's crack-a-lacking? Simon que sí. Tell it it's okay, bro. Simon, homie. Viva la raza, homie. Saludos de San Anto. That's right, homie. Viva Pico Rivera. Oh, Vivian de Pico Rivera. That's right. Charlie, I love to the suit to everybody, homito. Everybody, dog. We feed me here, and you know what? I like that watch that you feed me hit the two. Shout outs from North Korea, homie. Stop lying, fool. You guys ain't got no internet out there, that's it. That's all you can do. Be authentic self and do not let anybody hate on you, because if anyone hates on you, you just say I love you haters. Yeah, they're alright, dog, you know. Do you think your surroundings growing up turn you into a stereotype? No, dog. We didn't know nothing else, homie. You know who's that? Griff. No, homie. This is just all we knew as a kid, dog. My uncles would pick me up, man. I ain't lying. I'll be in the 3rd grade, you know, and we'll be walking outside ready to walk back home. And sometimes, once in a blue moon, my uncle would pull up. He had a 58 Impala, all dropped, sound system, back in the days, homie. Late 70s, early 80s, and he would pull up in the 58 out of nowhere, bumping. And remember, there was no sound system like that, so they would have to get the speakers from the house and install them into the stereo. And they had 8 tracks with the tape inside of it. For those that don't know what an 8 track is this madre with the tape on there, and you would put another tape on it and slide it in, you know what I mean, and you would bump freaking loud. So he would pick me up, and I'd be like, what the heck? And he's like, what's up? And like, oh, hey. And I'll get in. He was careful with the door, careful with the door. Don't hit it on the curb because the car was so dropped. And I would just, man, I felt so free, man. I must have been probably in third grade, second grade, I think. Third or second, one of those two. I felt freaking feed, man. The interior was diamond tuck style, and just laid back, and my head would be sticking out of the front driver, the passenger side. The oldies bumping, and this car just straight drop, and just cruising. You could feel the every bump in the ramfla just jumping, you know what I mean? And he would just go and take me to my grandma's house or wherever the destination was that him and my mom had an agreement. And to this day, when I was helping one of the homeboys, well, he's not my homeboy from the lotto, but his brother was. And he's all like, you know what? Because they used to call me Tony. Hey, Tony, you know what, homie? Um, you know what was a trip? And I'm like, what? He goes, there was homeboys when we were kids, second, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. There was kids that would claim the barrio because of their brothers or their cousins or their uncles, and though we didn't know the gang life like that. But one thing I do remember, that once in a while your uncle would pull up all with the pompadour, a hairnet, and those old school buttoned up shirts, and he would be bumping and pulling up in front of everybody, and he would pick you up. Out of everybody, ain't nobody had a lowrider like that. They would pull up and pick you up, and we would all trip out because that car was cherry. That thing was nice, and nobody had it like that. And we don't forget. I don't forget. He said, he goes, that was your uncle, huh? That would pick you up. I'm like, yeah, Simon, dog, Simon, bro. You know what I mean? And that whole cultura, that lifestyle, that solo lifestyle was just, we were born into it. You know what I mean? It was tough, but we were poor because my mom didn't let us get near our grandma or uncles. And then ever since it was a young age, the only time they would really call for me was to go work at the swap meets at 7 years old. About 6, 7 years old, I'll go work at the swap meets. And not even a freaking dollar that my grandma would give me, you know what I mean? So, but as long as I get to ride on the lowrider and go out there and go bump and go cruise, I was all right. So he would pick me up on that with 58 Impala, and he had 3 of them. Two got stolen, one got stolen, the other one was sold, and the other one sold. And he had a Torino. And man, that thing was crazy. Our thing was freaking wicked. Like, when do you see a Torino all slammed down on 520s and Kragers? With the half mini skirt on it. Straight pipe and freaking bagged down. He had air shocks, like tearing up all his tires. I remember freaking tearing them up, and he was always OG on that car. But he used the 58 for cruising and the Torino for gangbanging. I don't know. So um that's how we live the life. So as a stereotype, maybe that's what they thought about me. But we didn't know nothing else. Like, somebody asked a question about corridos and all that. There was no corridos. There was, if you had a lowrider and you bumped Spanish music, they'll freaking clown you, dog. They would clown you. Like, man, freaking paisa, what's wrong with you? You wouldn't hear it, you know. Now it's like everybody's trying to be quebradita. Well, that's old style, but everybody's into that corrido, the little guitar, and all Spanish. Back then, they were trying to be more American, more Chicano than they were trying to be paisa, you know. So I mean, to each his own. I don't care. I don't trip. You know what I mean? You want to listen to corridos and música del cartel and all. That's your prerogative, homes. You know what I mean? We didn't. You didn't hear that back then. You didn't. When there was a vato, it was just a freaking vato. It was just Chicanos, oldies, funk, reggae, you know, Latin jazz, boogaloo. Of course, boogaloo, Latin jazz. That's what you would hear. You know, rap didn't come in until about in the 80s when Run DMC and all that. But even that, the homeboys wouldn't really bump Run DMC, you know, and the homeboys wouldn't really bump Eazy-E, you know. It was not too common with us, you know. But little by little, the ground started breaking, you know, and we just, you know, if anything, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Fives, you would hear that type of music if it was like rap, you know. But you would never hear Spanish music. The only time you would hear it is like when the pad was open or they were throwing a party, the tia and she had caminantes or whatever on, you know. But to go look feed man, look cool with the music, you wouldn't hear it, you know. That's in Nevada. That's here in Southeast LA, you know what I mean? Even in Huntington Park that I could recall when we used to go down there, you really wouldn't hear it. Then the troquitas came in, the little Nissan trucks, and oh man, that came like a storm, homie. All that stilo. They started trading in their lowriders for the mini trucks, homes, and man, the mini trucks came out with the what was it? The disco music. What is it? Freestyle. They came out with freestyle. That came by storm, homie. You know, that thing was the cookie cutters, the deep dish, the spoilers on it, the muff flaps, the snug top, the ski rack on top, and that thing hit everywhere. I know it hit everywhere because I would look at the Lowrider magazine, you know, and those styles just hit, but you wouldn't really hear it, you know. But if that's your style and that's what you do and like listening to all those corridos or whatever, then that's fine. Homies. That's your prerogative. Homies. You're more than, that's your life. Homies. You need to explain nothing to nobody, you know? But for us, it bump that, we don't, dog. You know, once in a while, I'll put in some bukies, caminantes, you know, and I'm just kicking back. But to bump it in my big old panel truck, no, man. Somos cholos, homito. Imagine. Imagine if freaking on my big old panel box truck. Pero recuerda. Yeah, but the homies would be like, what's up, fool? ¿Cómo has cambiado ese? You know? But yes, that's true, you know what I mean? A track that was the days, back in the days, yeah. Haven't seen that error code in the mirror. All right. The only thing I could care about is a job. Everything else don't matter when we die. We don't work that when you pass. That's it, homito. It don't matter. You know what I mean? That's true. It doesn't matter, homes. Rich or poor. You know what I mean? It makes me think how I grew up. Gruff. All right. Saludos. Soy Little Chito. F2 Santana. What's up, canalito? Artesia Park, right, homie? That's right. Lazy Bones. What's up, canalito? All love from Chicano culture. That's right. Let me subscribe, OG. That's right, homito. Throw down. I says Hainas and Skonkas. You knew it, homie. That's right. Jonathan, don't look at me, puppet. Don't look at me, little puppet. You know what? I don't find that offensive. I've asked some YouTubers, like, I get tired of that, homie. Don't look at me, little puppet, and Vatos Locos forever. I think it's amusing, you know what I mean? They look at somebody like myself, and right away they gotta throw a line from what they remember. Though it's Hollywood, it's funny as heck, you know what I mean? And those movies didn't play like the way real life, nowhere near that, you know? But it's Hollywood. But when the vato says it, that's sweet, man, homie. I appreciate it, dog. That means that you're paying attention once you watch some movies and you see the cultura, and right away you know what it's all about. You know what I mean? And the bottom line is just respect. That's it. Respeto. You know what I mean? But I don't trip on it. You know what I mean? That hat makes the man. Hey, gracias. I have so many hats on me. Thank you, big dog. Uh, yeah, big homie. Yeah, big homie. Say it just to clown. Yeah, that's right, dog. That's right. Um, who else is on here? What up, East Los? What's up, homie? Part of our culture, Simon, homie. Ophelia said, "Volver, volver." You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never been a fan of Vicente Fernandez. You know, but Jose Alfredo Jimenez, I'll listen to that at the pad. But I've never really bumped to Vicente Fernandez. I guess because nobody in our family bumped it. But Jose Alfredo Jimenez, yeah, every get out pedo with El Rey, that old one, you know. Rockin Chicano, what's up, lady? Oh, lady old school, what's up? What's up? How you been, man? Blessings. I remember in the 6th grade singing oldies in the boys' restrooms. That's right. Potrero Junior School, 1970. That's right. Sandy Mice from Tamaha County. Tamaha County?
Yeah.
Where's that at, homie? Shorty from Moraya or Mariana, homes? Maravilla, canalito, forever, homie. That's right. Saludos, canal. Saludos to all Maravillas. Moraya, uh, man, Arizona, Oyo. Man, you guys are deep, dog. How you guys doing? Don, what's up? Linwood Duke's in the house. Los Duques in the house. That's right. Saludos to you guys. 1980 El Monte High School. That's right, man. All SGV. Sangra. Woo, that's right. Saludos to you guys. Uh, Jerry's kids, what's up, loco? All right, all right. F Trooping, that's right. It's tough for me. For sure, for sure, it's tough for me. Okay, 762. People are soft these days. Everyone has feelings. Yeah, homie. You know, as long as you know. Um, but you know what, dog? We were just talking about that the other day. 762. Um, Alys Rojas. We're gonna call you Rojas. It's true, dog. You know, back then, dog, te valía madre. You know, you would hear oldies, you would hear the music, you hear this and whatever, and then go get down, and you would see everybody throwing putazos right in the barrio, in the calle, whatever. Back in the days, you would see that, dog. You know what I mean? You would just bah, bah, toe to toe. You know. And now it's rare, homes. You know what I mean? Now everybody just be talking masa or whatever, but the music has changed. The music has been like hardcore, and and it seems like they try to portray something that they're not, and when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when the rubber meets the road, homie, it's like a bust no grape, homes. You know what I mean? It's not like back in the days, and it was true. You would hear oldies, you know what I mean? You wouldn't hear like disrespectful music, but a la hora de la hora, mother suckers were freaking bad, homie. Just straight guantazos like no tomorrow. You could just hear them, bam, bam, bam. Especially they just rolled out the joint, and of course I had to go through it too. Roll out the joint, and we're all healthy. Vámonos, bam, 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 bam. And just toe to toe, and it was just different, and the I think Rojas, and I'm gonna be honest, bro, this is me, Holmes. I think the lack of interacting, the lack of living life out there in the Vicla, in the scooter, or wherever, the mopeds and all that, Holmes, electric bikes, or the kids all hanging out, and the calle being all tirados, everybody playing football in the street and the blacktop, you know what I mean? Vida loca in the calles, and throwing your shoes up there, and just kids, dog. Is that's what we lack, homes. You know what I mean? That's what we freaking like, dog. And back then the kids grew up rough, homie. You know, and that's the truth. We grew up rough. When you see kids putting up the rants, vida loca, and the pedals are made out of steel and has those freaking spikes in there, and you lose your freaking control on the foot pedal, oh, you weigh right on your shins, you know. Even if you had long tube socks with your stripes on your tube socks, it's ripping everything out. Big old gash like that on your freaking knee, on your shins, dog. That thing hurts, homie, but you don't see that no more, you know? You don't see the young generation and the freaking Vicas bunny hopping, throwing crap, you know, and being rough and, you know, and everybody sharing one freaking piece of burrito. Hey, what's up, man? What do you got? Halfers, food, halfers. And you got to break it in 3 pieces, 4 pieces. Here you go, you know, and let's go ride. Where we going? We're going to the beach. What? We ain't got no money. Exactly, but we got V-Class. And just start pedaling all the way to the beach. It took us forever. You know, by the time you got to the beach, you didn't even want to get in the water because you still had to go through the sand, Holmes. You know, and you're just freaking tired and come back all freaking rosado because you're all wet in your shorts. You know, and just be that loca. But you don't see that no more. You don't see that roughness. That you see that putazos getting down and the kids are fighting and jumping each other. And, you know, and what was it? Rumble and all the kids be freaking dog piling on each other and, you know, playing suicide ball with the handball, throw it and beat the dog crap out of the kid so he could touch the freaking the wall or hike the belt, whoever finally get the whip out of everybody's freaking face in, you know? You don't see that no more, dog, you know, and I think those days have been long gone and kids ain't rough like that no more. So as they grow up, all they know is just how to, like the vatos here that be hating or talking masa. Chinga tu madre. You're like, what happened, dog? You grew up too new, dog. You know what I mean? You had to grow up rough and tough. Like all of us, 95% of my followers here, they're my age. You know what I mean? 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you know? Some 30s, I believe, you know, but most of them 40s, 50s, 60s, you know? And that's what we lacked. And I think, Rojas, that's one of the problems. That's one of the issues that we don't, these kids come out all freaking, all emotional damage. That's what the Asian vato says. No, but it's the truth, you know what I mean? And right away, you know, and to deal with situations, I got a cuete here. I got a cuete. Man, homie, te vas a balasear, way. You know what I mean? Vato never even been out there camping, homie. Vato never been out there camping in the rocks, whatever, and they're just practice, you know, looking at the fusca, you know, and like have no clue. Man, Holmes, when I was younger, at 15, I had my first wedding, you know, 15 years old, homie, in my cantona right there, though, you know, and Chivo right there, just big old thing, homes, you know. We had the homeboys, man, we just, you know, you just ruthless. You grew up crazy. You grew up like vida loca, you know, on the skateboard with your Fusca or whatever. Just, you know, at 12 years old with your 25, you know what I mean? You know, like just crazy, you know what I mean? And your V-Clan, your skateboard, and, you know, and go to school with the fierro, you know, and, you know, go with the fierro, go with the fusca. You know what I mean? It was just different. Times were different, you know? Times were way different. They're not like what they are now. And I think the issue is that kids gotten soft. Though I don't promote violence, which I don't, but I think that's where their softness comes in, you know? And they lack that rough and tough growing up, you know? Una madriza de los jefes. God, you know what I mean? You're freaking doing all this karate thing, so quita las manos, güey. And you're like freaking doing all this kung fu theater that you would watch in Channel 9 at 12 o'clock. You're doing all those movidas to block the madrazos from your jefitos, dog. You know what I mean? Like, you know? And You don't see that no more. You know what I mean? Well, my kids, man, my kids are as jackets, homie. You know what I mean? And I, come on, fool, get out. You know, my son Benjamin, about to riding motorcycles before he was 5 years old. He got loca, dog. You know, he couldn't even reach the freaking pedal, dog. The pedal would be like this, and he'll be on his tippy toes. You know, raise him up rough, homie. You know, then I'll go take him to the gym. Rutina, fools. You know, that's why Benji's all cut up. He's all ripped up. He's going for tournaments at 16. He's 13 right now. And they halyar, you know what I mean? And one thing for sure, they know how to throw blows, homie. That's one thing I had to teach them in the gym, homie. Let's go. Hit the bag, do this, come on. Daniel boxed for what, 10, almost 11 years? You know? Benji wrestled. Bella wrestled too. So, you know? What slang did you use back in the days? The same one, Henry. Calo. We wouldn't use the N word or none of that now. You know, and to tell you the truth, we really wouldn't say dog, you know, but dog came in like around in the late 80s, early 90s, you know. Back, MD says, I'm 60. When we were young, we would just use our hands. That's true, dog. No one tazos. And am I lying, MD? You would see one tazos everywhere, dog. Straight madrazos. Bam, bam, bam. I was like, ooh, busted tooth and everything, dog. Uh, 25, but you're 55 on Tuesday, right? I'm 25 years old. No, 25 the Fusca, fool. You know?
Ah,
25 the Fusca, you know what a Fusca is, homie? I gotta say certain slangs that way TikTok doesn't shut me down or YouTube ones. But when I was young, I would have una Fusca 25, you know what I mean? Hey brother, how old am I?
no,
I'm
how are you?
20. I'm 21. I'm 25, like the homeboy said.
Mm.
My son's 3. I never grew up like I did. I don't know if I want him though. All right, all right. No disrespect, but did you ever have to get down on the streets and start a relationship with the homie?
What?
Relationship with the homie? I don't get it, dog. Chirujo stuff? No, I don't. You know what I mean? But you said no disrespect, so. But did you ever have to get down the streets? Of course, homies. Of course we got down, dog. Man, I used to get down over my G rides, homie. You took my G ride, fool? Man, get down, fool. We would treat the G rides like they were almost our cars, homie. But yes, of course, a lot of times, homie, we fought. I mean, you grew up like that, dog. Uh, Hopefully these kids playing on their iPads will come out smarter than us.
I don't
They
know.
might be smarter, but maybe not wiser, homes. You know what I mean? Not common sense, maybe. You know, I have a feeling that, they'll be smarter than us, but at some point when it comes down to common sense and hands-on training and all that, I don't think they might lack that, homes, you know? When people start with no disrespect, they disrespect you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's true. That's true. But all, you know what I mean? We cool here, you know? Um, What else to say? Can you tell me if you sell paños? Yeah, we got some paños. You live around Norwalk, home? Stop by and I'll hook you up, dog. Why not? I do sell paños, homie. Do we sell paños on the internet?
We don't have them online, but we can
I'll put them
start.
online, homie. I got a gang of them,
Tell them to
dog.
message us on TikTok, and then we'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
messages, homes, and I'll hook you up, dog. Want me to be honest, dog? I give these things away, huh? My wife don't like it, but I give them away, dog. I don't trip, homes. You know what I mean? They be buying up.
If they buy something, yes, but when they're just
I'm being
not
honest. You know
buying
what I mean?
nothing.
When we're there, oh man, you used to see freaking a gang of gente come, man, to my booth. What's up, Rockin Chicano? What's up, carnal? What's up, homie? People that I knew from before, the joint, the calles, the car shows, and what's up, homie? And I give everybody deals, dog. You know what I mean? And just, my wife sometimes gets out with that. She's like, man, you know what I mean? Like, but then I ain't gonna like. She'll tell me like, hey, go over there, man. Go over.
I don't get out with that. It's just that I see the kids working really hard, and people don't have that respect to see that the kids are working hard. That's my whole
For those that didn't
issue.
catch this, this is my baby's mom.
Not me.
This is my baby's mom right here. My ex Jaina. Mucho gusto. And let me see that right there.
What? Which one?
Worst thing was getting dropped off across town and walking through someone else's body. Yes, it's
What do you
true.
need to
Lojuras. That the tell. And check it out, homies. This is what we sell también, dog. Boom. Firme, huh? This is for your ranfla, for your vicla. I usually do this like this. I walk around like this in the
No,
swamp.
you don't.
Be like, what the heck? Oh, that was crazy.
You're gonna get hairs all over.
Pito hairs all over, huh? What the hell, dog? But these are for your ranflas, your bikes, your motorcycles. Queen Bee. I work with your wife. Who's that? I worked with your wife for years, and I got nothing but love for her.
Oh, that's Maya. Hi, Maya.
Maya who?
She's
Do we know her?
Yeah, she's.
She was a feria?
No, she's cool. She's from Pico Rivera. She's really nice.
Where she used to work with?
With Top Gun, in Carson.
Yeah. So,
What's up, Maya?
what up, Maya?
She cooks bomb.
Was she Mexican, Salvadoreña? What is she?
She's Chicana, like Chicana,
yeah?
Chicana, but she cooks the bomb. She makes macaroni salad really
Macaroni
good.
salad?
And then she makes birria, the bomb. Yeah, she cooks really
And
good.
you didn't pick up that clecha?
I don't have time.
Puro pelo. She says hello.
Hey.
Much love from Burke. What's up, man? Hey. Okay, Rebecca. Don't you think we should teach the youngers we were not what we were? Depicted on movie wrong. We were security and help old people with yards and
I don't know.
carry. Oh, I understand, Rebecca. Yeah, like, don't we teach them something else, like the way we used to do, and help them out with the groceries and all that, and cut
like
their
they
grass?
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, my kids. No, mandatory. You gotta help out. They say, hey, I'll be like right away, like, hey, kids, and they'll see it, and they'll help out the person, like if it's on the floor or whatever. They right.
All the time.
All
Actually,
the time.
today when we were going to the gym, the neighbors on the other side, they were moving some stuff, and it looked like it was gonna fall. And the kids were already ready to go.
Ready to
help.
go catch it.
And
yeah.
they were like, "No, it's okay. We got it. Thank you."
And like my kids, I've taught them that, like when we're doing the setup, the tarps, and the wind comes, and it's already been destroyed, and we warned them, hey man, put it away, cause or tie it down, and nah, it's all right. And well, we know, cause we put up tarps every freaking weekend when we go do the shows, and these vatos don't listen, and sure enough, the wind picks them up and tears them down, and the kids right away take out the fierro and cut the whole thing, and oh, the tarp, I go, it's destroyed, Holmes, don't worry about it. And we take it down so it doesn't hurt nobody or doesn't break no more windows or whatever the case might be. Or if they're having a hard time opening up the tarps, the kids right away go and help them out. Big Jess, thank you, man. Hey, thank you guys for the gifts. Hey, you guys, double tap that screen on TikTok. Do me that bottle, homie. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining. YouTube, gracias. Subscribe, like, and share, and do the follow, and do that whole desmadre. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. ¿Qué pasa, hombre? Shadow, what's up, homie? What up, homie? Sammy, what's up, homie? Bro, just want to say, as a Filipino, Filipino, you got some Filipino food, homie? Don't come, you're not welcome here without no Filipino food, homie. And then you better have some adobo. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, adobo.
Whoo, I love adobo, dog. I'm a fat boy, dog. I love eating, homie. Well, I ain't busting no more, dog. I ain't gotta put my bread out there just so it could get hard like a toast, homie. All day and the nighttime freaking bite it like that. Hell no, dog. I get to eat adobo, homie. As a Filipino from Toronto, I love all your swag. Love Chicano culture. Hey, thank you, Pinoy. You guys don't know, that's what they call them, Pinoy. When you're in prison, Pinoy Power, you know what I mean? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo te va, hombre? What's up, Shadow? Right here, just chilling like a villain, homie. Nice roll shot. Hey, thank you guys. Northern Carolina checking in. What's up, homie? Dallas, Texas, homie. What's up, carnal? I'm impressed with your sons putting up and down easy ups on events. The little OG homies. Yes, dog. They don't play, dog. I've trained them since they were kids. So what I used to do as a kid, go work at the Swamis. Now with my kids, homie, they work, dog. They work, feed me. They get their feria, they get everything that they need. Daniel, look at Daniel, man. Oh man, Daniel took over the warehouse now. That's his. He turns 18 what next month? He turns 18 next month.
Nice.
That fool's 17 years old, 18 years old, and that fool's running a warehouse. That's his job now. Cutting the metals, that's his now. I'm going back to the clothing. So I got him a warehouse. I got him that office is gonna be his. That female Chicano office, that's his. That's everything there is gonna be his. I'm going into the clothing, back to the clothing. I built what I had to build. Bought him that big old freaking expensive laser cutter. We're doing chroming and all that. So he's at 17, man, homies. I was 17. I was in the county, dog. Yeah. I was in the county, you know? And this fool has, what does he have? Racing bikes, two dirt bikes, 450 KS dirt bike. What you want for your birthday? Dad, I want that. Oh my God. I was scared. I ain't gonna, I just had to keep it cool with them, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, what's up, homie? Yeah, what you gonna want for your birthday? Dad, let's go to Burke's. And I didn't say nothing. I go over there and I look at it and like, I hope you don't go for that 450. It's too freaking big. It's a race bike, a professional. You can't have that in the tracks out there. It has to be in a track. You can't have it out there in the wild because the rangers will crack you. It doesn't have that. What's that called? The screen and all that. So, he's like, Dad, I want that for my birthday. And I'm like, I took a picture, sent it to the mom, and the mom right away, oh hell no, hell no. That thing's big. That thing is it's a racing bike.
Yes,
it's a dirt
huge.
racing bike, you know? And I was like, man, I told the wife, well, he earned it. He worked for it, you know? And he had already, what, two dirt? He had a quad, a 120 Kawasaki. And now he wanted the 450 Kawasaki. And I was like, man. We hit Pomona. We worked. It came back. I said, fool, we're gonna go get it, huh? I put him back in the truck, and I go, hey, Daniel, it's too big for you. I could ride it, Dad. You know what's up? And I brought it down, and I was like, damn, man. You know, I'm like, all right, fool. And he jumped on it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And somebody's else. And all right. And he straight gunned him, and the thing just picked up, man. Willie, that sucker, like, man. I was like, oh, my heart was beating because those things are deadly. But he's real careful with it. But he's 17 years old, and he has a warehouse now, a job. I mean, that's his life now. So at 17, what were you doing? Out in the calles? Yeah. So my kids did work hard for it, you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah. But that thing is big.
450 is too much. It is. It's a KX. That's what it's called, KX.
Well, you look relaxed to me. You didn't look scared, but inside you were probably.
Oh, well, I was because.
And then you tried it, huh? And you felt the power?
Yeah, it picked up right away. The wheelie went up. You know, it's too powerful. You know, so but yeah, it's a powerful. What gang you affiliated? The Raza gang affiliation, dog. I don't affiliate with nobody, dog. I'm a Chicano. Yeah, KX 450 is a lot of bike, Simon.
It is.
250 is fast as heck. Yes, it is, homie. You seem like you're from Bibi, let's have a barbecue. All right, all right. Uh, Feed me ropa. All right, all right. Um, I'm Mexican. My best friend is Filipino. He's a bad dude. Paca para. You guys are Catholics and great people. All right, MD. That's right. The Walter White outfit. uh, Cubo de Venice Califas. Rob, what's up, Rob? What's cracking, lacking, homie? What's happening, Anthony? I'm live at the Ducks game. All right, all right. Got 4 free tickets from Holly. Man, y'all was getting hooked up, fool. Um, y'all was getting hooked up, homie. Hook me up.
The
Fool.
LA Kings are gonna have a Hello Kitty night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know.
Check it out. As long as you pay for it, we're good. Puro pedo, puro pedo.
You're gonna pay for it, food.
Oh, gracias, gracias. It's the clothing is from Rockin Chicano, homie. Of course, I helped design with Cowtop. If you guys are familiar with Cowtop, I'm their designer. I'm their advisor, and I've been doing all the ropa for them. You know? I don't do them, but I design it for them. You know what I mean? What up, brother from Roswell, New Mexico? How can I order merch from you? Right here at the top in TikTok, you can see Rockin Chicano there. And Rockin Chicano. And check it out, homie. Log in there. Shop what you like, homes. You see the placas, or you see a placa for your Vicla, for your wagon that you're pulling, or a wagon, 62 wagon, 68 wagon, your Impala, whatever. I'm engraved, cut, triple chrome, gold, whatever you like. Your floor plaque, a pennant. You want a pennant, we'll hook you up, you know. I'm not expensive, you know. Okay, thank you. Been trying to get a hold of you on IG and Messenger. All right, all right.
I don't have no.
All right, DJ, Rockin Chicano, check it out, man. Is Mexico really that dangerous to visit? I'll be honest, homie. I'm be serio pedo right here, dog. It's very dangerous. Man, homie, there's more jales out here in the United States than there is out in Mexico, dog. There is. The KID nappings, there's more here in the United States than there is in Mexico, dog. But you know, you get out of hand, you know what I mean? Of course, wherever you go, you're gonna be dealing with crap. Wherever you go, homies, I don't care where you go. But at least over there, you know what I mean? You'll be okay. Be rapping with the gente, you know? When they come and jam you up, the people that are running the towns, just, what's up, homie? Just get at them right, homes. Get at them right. That's it, dog. You know, get at them right. What's up, man? Like, you're from the guys, they're from the guys. You're from the streets, they're from the streets. Hey, what's up, homie? Hey, what's up, man? They just chill, homies, you know what I mean? And, woo, and they're straight, dog. And a lot of them are from here already that got deported. That's even more of a play for you, you know what I mean? They have that American culture already, so. But there is more KID nappings here in the United States than there is in Mexico. Don't let them fool you, homie. That's the truth. Anthony Bravo, what's up, homie? Oh, facts. See, they're laughing. I'm from Russia. I want to visit Mexico. There's a lot of Russians out there, dog. There's a lot of Russians in Mexico because they're trying to cross over, fool. And they put a second border because of the Russians. Yeah. When the war broke off out there, they put 2 barriers because the Russians would come to the line and try to get, what is it, asylum?
Yes.
From the communist country. So they shut everything down and they put a barrier now. So before you go into United States, you're at a cement barrier and there's a little 8x8, 6x6, I think, 8x8 little tarp, and they want you to, like, they do this like your paper, and you gotta show them, just glance at it, that you're trying to go into the line to go into the United States. Now, that line might take you an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours before you get to that little canopy, easy up, and there's an inspector there. There's bless you,
Excuse me.
an agent there, border patrol, and and you gotta show it. So the Russians would bombard the lines. They would come from the side and boom, like if they needed help. And back then, if you came from a communist country, yeah, they'll let you come in, but they start putting the barriers and everything, and you couldn't. But there is a lot of Russians out there. Mexico is pretty too. It's pretty nice. Uh, you are a nice guy. You are a nice guy. Awesome outfit. Hey, thank you, homie. Blessed to you and your wife, Anthony Bravo. Gracias, homie. Uh, it says, Tyrone. Nah, I went to go visit and I was walking around the dangerous areas at night, drunk, causing trouble. Nothing really happened. Yeah, they really don't trip. Puro Estados Unidos Mexicanos. That's right. That's right. Um, that's the truth. You know what I mean? Mexico's pretty female. I'm gonna be honest, dog. I wouldn't mind retiring out there in Ensenada, Rosarito, out in the coast, dog. But finances are very hard, dog. It's very tight. Here in United States, we work what we have. Okay, that means we get the new technologies, we get the new stuff out here, and you have to work hard. The wife has to work. You have to work to have what you have. And in reality, you don't own the house. The name is on there, but you don't own the land like the way they do in Mexico. You know, uh, it's just different. You know what I mean? Pero when you're there, it's feeding, dog. The food is different. Most likely, you're gonna get sick because the food is rich there. It's just different. It's not like with all the preservatives and adjectives and all that artificial flavors. It's just different. But over there, you tend to get a little sick, dog. You know what I mean? Because it's fresh, it's natural. But it's good food, good gente. You meet a lot of people out there and at times it kind of breaks your heart when you go down to the cardboard city and all that. And it's all full of mud, and you go deliver toys or blankets or whatever the case might be. Uh, every year. I've been blessed so much. I know I tell people, hey, check me out in Rockin Chicano, you know what I mean? And, uh, I hate to talk about what we do for people. That's not me, homes. But at times when we go down there, homes, and we sponsor and we help out families, and I go give blankets or I go give comida or whatever the case might be, it kind of breaks my heart, homes. And I do it without nobody telling me what to do or how to do it, when to do it, homes. You know what I mean? When it's out of my heart, I go do it, dog. Whether it's material, whether it's finances, or whatever the case might be, homes. But every time I go down there, it's like, it breaks my heart, homes. You know what I mean? One thing for sure, I go to this taco stand, and please God forgive me that I'm not saying this boastfully, but I'm just saying this as an example why I really don't like going down there. And I say that because I to the Lord, because that's not me to boast about the things that I do, dog. And God has always blessed me, always. And when I go down there, homes, you know what I mean? I go to this taco stand now, and this taco stand is it's next to Skid Row, their Skid Row, and but those tacos are banging. And I'll be sitting there, and they already know me. As soon as I walk up, ¿Qué onda, Cholo? ¿Cómo estás, Cholo? ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué onda? Siéntate, sit down, you know what I mean? And they got like a little table, whatever, and their tacos and their breakfast is banging food. That's freaking big. Tacos here in the United States, I don't care where you're from, anywhere in the United States, they don't compare to Mexico tacos, especially Tijuana tacos. And I go down there, they hook me up, the plate, everything, dog. And oh man, huevos rancheros, all that. They got pescado, they got everything for breakfast there, dog. And it's a cart. And I'll be like, all right, let's eat, homes, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden I see like the vatos, and they want to, you know what I mean, come around. They don't ask for money, but you can see them kind of looking. And I said, ¿Tienes hambre? Yeah, like, yeah. He goes, ahorita, you know what I mean? And I said, hey, homie, give him a plate. Another one walks by, ¿Tienes hambre? Give him a plate, no? You know, ¿Tienes hambre? Another one. And another one, another one. And you can see them right there on the side. All high, just eating, dog. You know what I mean? Eating. Because if not, then they got to go stand in line and go get the food that's been donated. You can see it, and they hate eating that food. You could tell that, but they have to go eat, you know. And it's poor right there, dog. I'm not gonna lie. But when they'll come by, dale un plato, homie, dale un plato, dale un plato, dale un plato, you know. And you know, I don't say that to my wife. This is the first time she hears this, but she knows the way I am, you know, and she
Well, it's
knows that
food. I'm not gonna.
that we have a kind heart, you know, and it breaks my heart that I get to see people like that, and I'm eating good, and I'm there picking up merch or the leathers or the blankets coming from Tlaxcala, whatever the case might be. But you know, when you do that, you know what I mean? Hey, Lord, thank you for just when I see them eating and tearing it up, I'm like, hey, gracias, Lord, you know. And they don't tell me nothing. The people don't say nothing. They don't, you know. They just stay quiet, you know. And they just look at me and like, ¿estás bien, cholo? Yeah, yeah. He goes, ¿te gusta ayudar that way? I go, yeah, I do. Pero por eso Dios me bendice. That's why God blesses me. He goes, yeah, we know that, dog. We know that. We give the foods that, you know what I mean? When we run out, we run out. When we don't, we easily give them. But it's rare that we have extra food. We, uh, um, we sell everything, you know. Sometimes we give them plates when they clean up around here or they want to, you know what I mean, clean our van or whatever the case might be. I said, I know. And then I eat, and then I just break off what I need to break them off, and then I take off, you know, and go do my business. But every time I'm down there, you know, then you see the juras that are crooked homes, you know what I mean? And they try to, you know what I mean, right away, ¿de dónde eres? You know what I mean? ¿Qué traes? Traes, they say in Spanish, how do you say weapons?
Oh,
Tienes armas, you know, like, nah, man, ¿de dónde vienes? Eres deportado, you deport. Like, nah, chale, homie. ¿Qué te dedicas? What's your business? You know what I mean? I own a business, homie. Sell sarapes. You sarapes, tú. You sell sarapes. Like, yeah. Where you get them from? Where are they from? I go, they're from Tlaxcala. He goes, oh, okay. But yeah, and I show him a picture. What are you doing here? You know what I mean? I go, well, for breakfast, I eat right there by La Tercera right there, you know? By the Smart and Final. There's a Smart and Final there. I eat there, but then I walk down here and I pick up I get some filete there, whatever, you know what I mean? And he's all right, man, you know what I mean? And they just look at me and they're like, what are you doing out here, you know? And I just explain to them, I talk to them, you know, and they put down their guard, you know? And I just said, I'm just here, you know what I mean? I own a business. I pick up all the merch from Tijuana. It comes from the airport, and I gotta pick it up over here. You know, so we're like, all right. Because how long you been doing this? And the conversation kicks off real good. Here's a trip, Holmes. Here's a trip. So we start just chopping it up, and to reality, you know, they want to see how much better you got, so they could la mordida means they need to get a little piece of the pie of whatever it is, especially if you're driving without a license or you're driving, make a turn. You better make a freaking turn signal. I know you're not used to making turn signals here in the United States, but right there you need to make turn signals because right away they'll pull you over. And the minimum, the minimum is $40. So if not, they give you a ticket, then you gotta go in front of a judge and all that. So I'll be like, hey man, you know what I mean? ¿Qué onda? You know what I mean? So we were chopping it up. And then we were just talking feed, man. And then he's all like, all right, man, you seem cool, man, you know? I wish a lot of people like your style and your gente was like that. I go, well, we look at you guys the same, freaking perros, homie. And he's all like, yeah, that's the truth, you know? I go, here, homie, lunch is on me, dog. You know, and I gave him 20. I gave the other about 20. He goes, you don't have to, Holmes. I go, nah, Holmes, I get it, dog. You know what I mean? You trip out on this, you guys. He goes, you said, in serio? I go, yeah, Holmes. Hey, man, may God bless you, dog. You know what I mean? I had a good lunch. You have a good lunch. And he goes, hey, which way are you walking? You know, and I'm saying, I'm walking down here. I gotta hit the mercado. He goes, look, stay in front of the mercado. Don't go to the back and don't go up to that ramp, okay? I go, the ramp towards the border? He goes, yeah, don't do that. Stay away from there. All day today, okay? Please. I'm like, yeah. He goes, hey, what did I say? And I go, don't go up the thing. He goes, please, okay? I'm like, all right, firme, gracias. And I walk towards the front of the mercado. As I'm walking, I'm like, damn, these vatos had everything orchestrated and organized, everything there, you know what I mean? Probably letting the criminales do their handling, you know what I mean? But yeah, you bump into a lot of crazy stuff, Holmes, you know what I mean? But still, nevertheless, gente are pretty firme down there, you know? Um, I love going to Mexico. Much love to my gente, Anthony Bravo. That's right. My phone died. Orale, charge that son of a gun, homie. Charge it, dog. Uh, Anthony and TJ, se mira luego, luego, lo que dices es verdad. Gracias por compartir, Rafael. Yeah, dog, es cierto, Holmes. You know what I mean? But as long as you get at them straight, dog. Look, Holmes, everybody's scared because, oh, the el cartel. Look, Holmes, if they come and jam you up, dog, just keep it firme, dog. Keep it like you were in the guys, Holmes. What's up? ¿Qué onda, carnal? ¿Cómo estás, homie? ¿Cómo te llamas, homie? You know? They'll be like, what the heck? You know what I mean? And they leave their guard down like, yeah, I'm such and such, Holmes. I'm from Norwalk, dog. You know what I mean? And they, once I was filming, you know, and right away they came and said, hey, man, we got a call out here, Holmes, you know? I go, what's up, homie? Mucho gusto, dog. Is there anything that you hungry, Holmes? You know what I mean? And like, nah. So you respect their area, you respect their jale, you respect them in general, Holmes. You know what I mean? You're not there to disrespect. So if you're scared or whatever, don't be scared, Holmes. Don't be scared. Just go over there. They jam you up or whatever, or a group of people. What's up, homie? ¿Qué onda, dog? Just get them like if you're out here in the guys. Same thing, hey, Holmes. Ain't no disrespect, Holmes. You know, no te faltamos el respeto. Tienes hambre, agarra tus homies. Vamos a comer. You know what I mean? And right away, you know, like, nah. They let their guard down, Holmes. And they let you do whatever you need to do. But of course, you walk into a water anywhere and they see somebody suspicious. It's the same freaking thing. You're gonna get jammed up, Holmes. It's the same thing over there, dog. You know, over there, this is just more tight. You know, but you keep it respectful, dog. They jam me up twice, and you know, without due respect. What's up, homie? ¿Tienes hambre, carnal? You know what I mean? I'm over here, I'm filming. He goes, all right, as long as you don't film this way. I'm like, yeah, Simone, dog. I'm filming about the food, homie. You know. Without due respect, may I continue to film with the food, dog, or no? Yeah, go ahead, Holmes, go ahead. You know what I mean? And they're like, all right, hey, gracias, canalito, mucho gusto, you know? And that's it, plain and simple, Holmes, you know? And keep it cordial, keep it cool with them, dog. You're gonna have bump into knuckleheads just like you do here. The same thing over there, Holmes. Hey, thank you for the tap, thank you for the likes, you know? And that's the way you do it, dog. And you have respect out there, dog. And just do you. You're gonna bump into a lot of crazy people like the way you do out here on Skid Row. The same damn thing, dog. You know, they ain't gonna bug you if they ask you for $1. A lot of places. One thing I like about Tijuana, dog, is that if there's a mercado or a restaurant or whatever, the homeless are not allowed to go in there, dog. They're not allowed. They're not allowed to go in there, dog. That's one thing for sure. Here, oh man, you know, sometimes the owner will come out over there. It's forbidden. You know, oh, over there you get freaking calentada, dog. Get the hell out of here. They'll put a beating on you, dog. You know, so while you're eating, you ain't got to worry about it, you know. When the vatos that they're homeless is because there was a cart outside, and this takes place outside, and they can't come near you and ask you for money. They don't do that down there. It's forbidden, you know. Even on the line, you got to have respect on the line. When you're coming back to United States, that whole line, that it's, what is it, almost a mile? Almost a mile, dog, and it turns all the way into the rope and all that, dog. There's respect on that freaking line, dog. You better respect it, dog. You know, and if you get out of hand, oh, they'll deal with you, dog. You know, all that has law and order right there, Holmes, you know. They're going to treat you with respect, Holmes, you know. They're just trying to get their fed. But if you get out of line, oh, trust me, homie, you have about 10, 15 fools right there, dog. You know, what's up, homie? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué onda? You know, and I feel sorry for you, dog. You know, you respect them. All your best bet, Holmes, is just ignore everybody. Hey, they'll knock in the window and just say, "You, thank you, no, gracias, gracias, gracias," and that's it. They'll come and try to clean your windows. Gracias, thank you. You know what I mean? No, 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 gracias. You know what I mean? And that's it. You buy something, then you're helping them out, homes. If they want to take you to the side of the line for you to get faster, that's about $60 and handle your business. They bring you across and take you to the medical lane, and you end up in the front. 30 goes for the guard and 30 goes for him, the hustler. It just respect. That's it, Holmes. You know what I mean? Don't go over there and cause mayhem or, F you, you know what I mean? And don't do all that, dog. If you have an issue with one-on-one, then call them out. Well, what's up, homie? And tell the homies, hey, Charlie. And right there, dog, they'll respect that, Holmes. If you go I've seen fights one-on-one, and he about to get off, hey, uno, homie. Pa' que te metes, güey? You know what I mean? They've gone toe-to-toe, pa, 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 and that's it. They didn't give him back the feria, then his gente would take care of it. Dog. It's firme. It's a lot of respect there and a lot of just being straightforward, homes. You know what I mean? So if you decide to go down there, just keep it cordial, keep it respectful and firme, mind your freaking business and go do you. Something jumps off or whatever, you have no clue that's them, and just do you, homes. You need to use the restroom. There's restrooms there. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy, but better have some feria because every restroom you go to, they're gonna charge you. Homies. They ain't free.
And toilet paper very little.
And toilet paper is very little, homes. You better know the trick of the toilet paper. Have I ever showed you guys the trick of the toilet paper?
Oh my gosh.
I go to Tijuas a lot, and it's about you carry yourself. Yeah, that's right, Eddie. That's the truth. Rosarito Ensenada reacted. That's right, homie. Have I been to Chicali? No, I've been to Tecate. Tecate was crazy, though. 2 squares. Yeah, no, it was 1 square, homie.
No, but in Tijuana they give you 2 squares.
I knew this lame in high school. Now he's talking big. Humble pie. Humble pie. What school? Let me see what school, fool. What school? Let me see if that's true, dog. Te vato, dog. Well, I'll tell you what, a humble big pie. You still talking, dog. I'm doing the walking, you doing the talking, homie. But there's my inbox, homie. Bobby, what's up, Bobby? How you been, homes? Mucho gusto, dog. How you been, Bobby? I love Rosarito and Ensenada. I was even in jail in Ensenada. Eesh, that's rough, dog. I don't want to go to Holly right there, dog. No, I'm feeding me, dog. Laredo. That's one place you want to stay away from. You know what I mean? La Revolucion. You know what I mean? Just stay away from there, dog. It's you know what I mean? Show the trick, bro. Go bring me the toilet paper. Bella. Hey, when you gonna come to Austin, Texas? I might go to San Antonio. Leah, it's changed. That's right. Tracas wants to know show the trick. It's a little trick that you learn in juvenile hall. Cuba from Arizona. What's up, homito? In Hong Kong.
What do you want, like 1 square?
Yeah, bring it. No, bring it. See toilet paper? A little trick in juvenile hall. You grab this. When you ain't got no toilet paper, homito, as you can see, it's nice and tough. It's pretty durable. You fold it in a triangle. That's your trick right there, dog. So when you go to Tijuas, this will help you out, fool. See it? Firme. And you cut out the middle part right here, homie. You see, this is the most crucial part right there, dog. Grab this, homes, when you're out there in the Toledo, homie. Drop your masa and scoop it up. And then, bam, chuck that out. You grab your little pedacito for your finger now, fool. The things that you learn in juvenile hall, you had nothing else to do. But that place is pretty good. Look, Tracas is laughing. I'd rather use my restroom at my house in Tijuana. Yeah, that's right. They're laughing.
Oh my god. In Hong Kong, carnal.
No, stay away from those places, you guys. That's from a skit, bro. Bitch, we learned that in the 80s when I went to juvenile hall. Why you lying, Holmes? Why am I lying about what, homito? No mames el dedo. Yeah, that's right. You learn that in juvenile hall. You have so much stuff that, la caíhuila en Tijuas. That's right. Mark, what's up, homie? I got thrown in my Pueblo jail for having weed on me. Tepa, Jalisco. I paid them off quick. Yeah, dog. That's one thing for sure. You know? They're laughing. Did I ever get the bicicleta? That chopper? No, dog. We got a ranfla. You ever party in Ensenada? Yes, we've been out there in Ensenada. I've been in Ensenada, Rosarito. Shout outs to the camarada from Comp Air Gases in Pomona. What's up, fool? This is Jay. Jay, what's up, fool? That's USA. But that brings the gases. What's up, fool? How you been, homie? Shout outs to you and your wife, homie. Grazie for helping me out. That's Jay. Yeah. Jay that I owe in Feria. Bastards. Ensenada, Mexico ain't the same anymore. I know it looks kind of trippy. It looks more like a tourist attraction, right? The last time we went, when did we go? Last year?
Oh, when to?
Ensenada.
We did. Like maybe like.
Yeah, it's a tourist attraction. Yeah, Puerto Nuevo. Yeah, you guys ever want to eat good fish? Puerto Nuevo, homie. What up, homie? I sold you the Lincoln in Pomona. No, you didn't. Is that Steve?
It says Steve Sharp.
What up, homie? I sold you the Lincoln in Pomona. Damn, homie. You didn't sell me the Lincoln, homie. I took it from you, fool. That's a come up, homie. Thank you, Steve. That's a come up, fool. Anyways, did you like that waterfall? Did you install it already, homie? What up, Canal? You make the Marano Beach plaque yet? No, it's... Marano Beach will be done like in two more cuts. I think like in 2 more cuts, homie. But I'll be sick. Marano Beach, homes. What's up, homie? I'm new in your lives. You seem very cool. Ernesto, I'm firme, homie. I'm like, Queas, carnalito. Hey, gracias for joining in the show, Lovolo, homie. We're just right here talking just pura tórica about freaking Tijuas, homie. The Rebel out there in the Adelitas, homies. The Hong Kong, homie. All the whole desmadre, paying off the juras, getting caught up, homie. Getting incarcerated. Puro pedo. Hell no, stay away from everything, dog. I need some commission on the ones I gave you ideas in your last live. Orale. Finder's fee, homie. God bless you, brother. Bring memories when I was young. El Chuco, El Paso, Texas. What's up, Grandpa? Orale. How old are you, Grandpa? Amador, what's up, homie? Mark, we have a fighter here from Austin, Texas, here with us fighting next month. 6-0, 4 knockouts, 20 years old. Amador Mendez. All right. Fools from Texas get down, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Them boxers, they're ruthless. And I think it's the freaking heat, homie. They can't stand the heat no more. He says, I'm 73. That's right, homie.
73 years young.
That's right, 73 years young. I have the waterfall in my office. Gracias, homie. Hey, does it look firme, Steve? That's Steve, homie. I was in Padrino's Juvenile Hall and I got sent to Campo Offerball for 9 months. Simon, dog. I got sent out to Mendenhall, Camp Munns. I need one of those bike, for the bike or not. You make my chapter, license plate topper, and necklace pendants. All right, homie, Simon. I'll make all that, homie. Sandimas in the house. What's up, homie? Yeah, seafood is bomb. Puerto Nuevo. Been going there for years since I was a kid. Lobster. That's right.
My favorite place was still that ship.
The ship, yeah, before, right where the Sony Studios is at on the site. Yeah, there is Sony Studios out there, dog. A lot of companies are moving down there.
The hotel was, wow.
Yeah, they're banging out there, homies. I need a bounce, canal. All right, Anthony. And your wife have a female. Gracias, Anthony. Gracias. We stay sucker free out here at Tacuache. That's right, homie. Where is that clean ASS Stockton cup at? Oh, the mug? The mug? Where's that? Belly. Bella. Mare. Um, that that cup with the huelga and the brocha,
The red one right there.
make sure it's clean and bring it over here. I should have brought it, but today I brought my ex Tina, my baby's mom. She would say hello to her, homie. The Slee Stacks. Is this the Slee Stacks? It is, right? Is it? Yeah, it's clean. Feed me, huh? When I went up north to Stockton, I got this, dog. They gave it to me. Feed me, huh? That's crazy, huh? That's tight. Stockton in the house. From the land of the lost. Eddie, it is, right, dog? I think this is the Loch Ness Monster, I think that's who it is. But it looks like the Slee Stacks. It kind of looks like that. Cuba homie from Coachella Valley. What's up, homito? Where's my lady friend? Right here, dog. Ahí te va, dog. Ahí está, homie. My baby mama, who got me on back child support. Ahí te va. She's been stalking my lives, homie. She's like, so, introducing to you guys my baby mama right here. Puro pedo, dog. Oh, Felipe Fit Nation, what's up, homie? What's crack-a-lacking, dog? That's a Feedman cup. Yeah, it's pretty Feedman, huh? I seen the cup there before. Yeah, you know, from the land of the lost, Simon. That's right. Fit Nation crew, Philip. What's up, Felipe? Chavalito, saludos, OG. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, do me a paro and double tap that screen, homes, on TikTok. And send me some gifts, homie. And it goes back to TJ. Puro pedo. It's on you guys if you want to send out gifts. I thank you guys. I'm not here begging like some gente that do that, you know. Okay, let's go with user. Con el user, Kazillion, crap talker, dice, pinche inglés, puteado, tienes vato, ya estás viejo, ponte a trabajar, ridículo. Ok, pues, carnalito, hago más feria que usted, homie. Yo tengo un negocio, yo soy el jefe. Yo hice los diseños de Tlaxcala que ustedes nomás tenían 6 y 7. Yo hice 297 combinaciones de Tlaxcala. Y yo soy el que inventé la chamara de zarape. Yeah, aquí en Norwalk. Y la producía allá en Tlaxcala. So, hago mucho el negocio allá en México. Pero hago más feria que tú, carnalito. Yo tengo todo lo que necesito por el amor y la gracia de Dios, que me deja vivir y vestir como yo me quiera vestir y hablar como yo quisiera hablar. So, si no te gusta, te metes el dedito y te descuentas, güey. Si no, dame un inbox. Cáele. Vivo aquí en Norwalk, no hay pedo. Pero gracias por el tiempo que estuviste allí hablando masa. Y lo gacho de eso es que eres mexicano, hablas español, pero no tienen los huevos así, güey. Y los dejas mirar mal. Tú dices que yo me miro mal. No, tú te miras mal para siendo un gangster en la computadora. Un pandillero, un vato que nomás habla masa en la computadora. Y estamos hablando de México ahorita. So ponte las pilas, güey. No seas baboso. Y sea hombre, güey. Si no te gusta, cuéntate. Ve, guáchate Teletubbies o algo, güey. Anyways, did I say it right?
Yeah.
I told you about I speak Spanish, homie.
It's a fake account.
It's a fake account.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't even have a picture.
What's up, homitos?
Straight fake.
Yeah, he doesn't, you know. Let's go with this. All right, let's go. Okay, es una peseta. Yeah, it is a peseta, homie. Anthony, cuentear with those purses, yeah, Simón, Anthony, las tazas están chidas y la taza verde Es el monstruo de la lagoon. Simone, that's what I was thinking. It's that, it's from the Lagoon movie, I think. That's who it is. But I seen it, lo miré, homie, and I was like, man, that's my baby's mom. Y lo voy a poner allí, homes. uh, so let's go. All right. Uh, Cálmate, you scare me too, LOL. Tell the Rockin Chicano. That's right, homie. We don't do PC. Ese GP 180. That's right, Harbor Area. That's right, homie. Well, you know what, dog? You're still welcome if you're a PC, dog. I gotta respect you as a man, dog. I ain't busting no more. So, as long as you don't come onto this and talk about, all this nonsense, then we'll be all right. User says I'm not a fake account, dude.
Okay,
Oh,
so
now it's dude.
Oh, excuse me.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
where's your profile picture?
Where's the profile? Where you at, homie? Where's the picture with your kids? A ver qué tan chingón eres, homie. I don't bang, homie, but the water here is Norwalk, homes. That's where I live and I've been from, and we cool. Delano, they didn't respect themselves. Yeah, that's right. It's true, homie. I'm from Jalisco, but can't stand people like you. Cálmate,
So
güey.
he speaks English.
He's from Jalisco. You know what they say, dog? ¿Por qué la gente de Jalisco no se quita las botas? Porque las tienen pintadas, güey. Ay, right. Hey, big dog, if you don't like it, Holmes, you could bounce, dog. No hay pedo, Holmes. You could squintear, Holmes. Go watch your Teletubbies, dog. Go watch a RuPaul drag racing show. That's all you, dog. Handle it, homie. I'm not begging you to stay here. I'm not asking you to stay here. You know what I mean? That's your opinion. That's female. You could just bounce, homie. No hay pedo, dog. And if you feel that you've been disrespected or whatever, don't like something about me, you want to confront me like a man, there's always an inbox there, dog. Call me up, throw me your number, dog. No private numbers, and be a man, dog. None of this. When you say I don't like people like you, obviously, something happened. Your life was traumatized as a kid, or your jefitos was a tecato or something. You know what I mean? And you despise this lifestyle. Some of us had no choice but to live with it, and we ran with it. So why can't I own a business and cash out? How can I not give in my input and design clothes and for the older cats, the mature cats? If that's not your style and you like to wear tantarans and G-strings and tight jeans and shredded and your hair to the side or popcorn hair, whatever, that's you, Holmes. I don't mock you for that. Go handle it, homie. Ve orcate, güey, con esa madre. That's all you, homie. You like wearing all that and your cut-off shirts and all that. Hey, bro. Know what he say, dude?
Dude.
Hey, dude. What's up? Let's go to the band start, dude. That's your pedo, homie. That's your prerogative, homie. You want to go listen to all the music, Duran, or what's that girl, the girl, what's her name?
Oh, Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga, that's you, Holmes. Handle it, dog. Right here, we cholos, homie. We took cholography, homies. That's how we talk about barrio, gente firme, de aquellas. Some more stories come back, talk about business, talk about good things, homes. Everything is positive here, homes. We don't need no stones like that, dog. Now, if you PC'd up, dropped out, whatever, that's you, homes. That's, you know what I mean? That's your pedo. That's your handle, dog. You know what I mean? But if you're going to speak or whatever, then throw a face, throw an account that you could see, whatever. At least I'll have more respect for you like that than not having a face or whatever. You know what I mean? But hey, you're more than welcome to stay, or you could bounce, carnalito, whatever you like,
He
homie.
said Rolling Stones all the way. Bato. He didn't even spell Bato right.
Bato? Rolling Stones?
He said
The Rolling Stones?
all the way. Bato instead of
We
Bato.
like the Rolling Stones too, homie.
Yeah,
what does that got to do with
what
this,
does that
dog?
have to do with anything?
If you like all that rockero stuff, homie, queremos rock. That's you, homie. You know what I mean? You want to pierce your nose, pierce your fundillo. That's you, homie. You know what I mean? Go do that, dog. I mean, we ain't bashing on you, dog. Go do you, dog. Anyways.
Go do you, user.
Go do you. Arturo, what's up, homie? Tommy, what's up, homie? Saludos from Pacas. What's up, homie? That's right. Vatos playing the firme rolas, right? Manny says, tu mama, tu madre, güey. That's right. Blocking, carnal. Play some honey, the delegations. That's right. Don't waste your time. Yeah, dog. It's true, Eddie. But you know what? Sometimes, dog, it's a trip, dog, that if you really just get at the people, dog, you know what I mean? If you get at the gente, it's the truth, dog. You know what I mean? A lot of times nobody's ever spoken to them, you know? Maybe they need the attention. Maybe they, you know what I mean? They want to be the one or whatever, dog, you know, and say all kinds of nonsense or whatever. I mean, it's cool, dog. You know what I mean? I don't trip on it, but sometimes you got to put them in their place because they probably do that all freaking day. Look at this motherfucker. He think he's crazy. Hey, look at this stupid
Cereal
baby.
like
All
a
day eating
child.
cereal. Right there, smelling like straight fundillo. Hasn't washed his patas and just right there all freaking day. No life, no vida, no nothing. Just judging for what he sees. Little does he know that I own a freaking warehouse. I have a freaking office. My office is immaculate, dog. A todo solo, homes. You know what I mean? Todo gangster down, all firme. You know, my product has gone around the world and right there, just straight scratching this fundillo, dog, and eating cereal, dog. Sometimes I get homes, you know what I mean? Let me just take this time to correct you since your jefitos, you know what I mean, didn't correct you, dog. And you have purple hair or red hair because you like that rock or whatever. You know what I mean? Handle your business, dog, but let me give you a little clecha food, you know what I mean? They're laughing. Saludos from Isalo. Oh man, we
Right
did.
here. I just
Oh,
pulled
bring
it out.
that thing. Check this out, homie Isalomo. Bring that.
I know I'm going. I
Hey
saw it.
Chucky. Hey Chucky. That's his
We
name.
just gotta clean it up.
We just gotta clean it up. What you know about that, Chucky? Fool? Hey, dog. The vatos from Longo will be hitting me up. Hey, Holmes, how come you don't put Longo on there, dog? But we want East Side. You know, like, see, I'll make it, dog. I'll make it. And I made this last week. What was it, last week? Firme, huh? We made it, dog. For your Ricla, your Ranfla, you know? We have a car club, Bad Boys. Orle firme, Chucky. That's right, dog. How much are those? 40 on the internet, dog. 40 bolas. Rockin Chicano. Rockin. Rockin Chicano. Born and raised in Venice. What's up, homie? You need one, Simon, dog? I'll hook you up. I could even do a big car plaque like that, dog. If you need a big car plaque, let me know, dog. I'll hook you up, dog. I'll hook you up, homie. I sound for what? 220? Sound for 220. For you, dog, Chucky, 2 bills, dog. Triple chrome. That's love right there. Say no mas. That's right. Gracias, canal. That's right. Harbor City in the house. Saludos from Valley Springs. What's up? What's up, brother from AZ, Arizona? What's up, homie? Inez, what's up? Cubole La Puente SGB. Where can I get some of those firme hats you have? Online storefront. Gracias. Frank's hats. He has a lot of them, you know. Sanjo checking in. Where can I get a cup with the Huelga bird? What was her name?
Started with the T, no?
Teresa?
Or
Oh yeah.
tris something.
Tristeza. Can you got her as a friend?
Yeah, we have her on Instagram.
Tristeza. That's the one that made it, dog.
She makes all kinds.
She makes the ones with the ornaments in the tree. That's her, dog. With the cholo and all that. Yeah. She's from San Francisco, right?
I don't know where she's from. Her name is Tristeza Mia.
Let me see it. Tristeza Mia. That's her, dog.
She sells the cups.
She sells the cups. She sells all kinds of stuff, homie. Tristeza Mia. See it? YouTube. You see that YouTube? Tristeza Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her name, dog. She makes all those designs, dog. She makes some cups. She makes the pots.
Yeah, she makes the she makes real nice stuff. Custom.
Hey, did you go to Monster Jam? Don't even ask me, because he was trying to get a hold of me. Dude has the complete collections of Cheech and Chong. Not really, dog, but he's all right. I got a big freaking poster autographed by Cheech Marin. Where is Daniel?
He has it hanging, I think.
Does he?
Yeah.
Let me see. Daniel. Trip out on this, dog. Te pareces a mi tío de la Big Hazard. That's right. Ramona Gardens. Pero soy de Norwalk, homie. Uh, Anthony, que un día voy a necesitar una placa un día de este año. All right, let me know, Rafael. I got you, Holmes. Consejo millonario, bro. That's right. What's the most burpees you've done in a single session? Oh, dog, I don't do that no more. Back in the days, man, un fregatal, dog. It's too many, dog. We had the weights también. Pop, the Cheech and Chong poster, you have it there?
Yeah.
Is it? Can you just
hang up?
Is it?
Yeah.
Like hanged up, like he can't breathe.
You can't bring it down.
No. No, because when I bring it down, the back comes out.
Damn.
I mean, I could bring it, but it's pretty big. I don't know if
You see, bring it. Please be careful with it, mijo. I'm gonna show you what we got from Cheech and Chong. Cheech Marin. Mi otro tío del Monte Flores. That's right. EMF, homie. That's right. That's right. Can I get the name, brand, and style if the sunglasses you have on? Right here on the top, right here on TikTok. Rockin Chicano. Rockin Chicano. Google it and I sell them for $10. But they're made out of glass, so please be careful. Oh man, hold that. Hold that. Don't drop it. Look at that. Look at that, homie. One of a kind, signed, homie. Signed, fool. I bought that at an auction, though. What's up, Oscar from Machuco? What's up, homie? Did you like that, dog? Did you like that Cheech and Chong? I bought it for my son. I buy everything for that fool, but he works hard.
Well, he's your son.
He works hard. ¿Vives en Stockton? No, canal. Vivo en Norwalk, Califas, en Los Ángeles. 325 in the house. What's up, homie? That's right. Pero nosotros de Pasadena. That's right, homie. That's right. That's right. You sure you have on is on your website? Yes, it is. The short sleeve and the long sleeve. We have the long sleeve on there?
Yes, the brown.
We have both, homie. And remember, they're a little bit bigger. So it's made like Americano, Chicano style. It's not Thai, Mexicano, you know? Because their sizes are different from here, dog, you know? So the sizes from India and the sizes from Mexico are way different. And China, forget about it. But yeah, Simone, I have it on there, dog. That's right. What do we got going on? Let me see.
Hello from Idaho.
Idaho. What's up, homie? Hey, saludos to everybody that's tuning in. Please do me a paro and double tap that screen, homes, right here on TikTok. Have I been to Cheech Marin's museum in Riverside? No, we try to go in there, you know, pero I had something in mind, you know what I mean? But it was too packed that day and we wanted to present them with something. I make one of a kind placas. Huh? Nobody has my placas. Nobody's ever done the placas that I've done. And I hook it up, but they're expensive to make too, you know? Pero we wanted to present them and they didn't let us in, the car club and all that. So I'm like, I'm feeding. If we ain't in the porn, then that's cool. I ain't tripping. So one of these days we'll get him, we'll present it to him, you know what I mean? And I hope it's soon, because he's getting older. Met Cheech at an art show working with Yapes. He's a Chicano art collector. He is, Holmes. He is. That's right. Hi from Massachusetts. Oh, what's up, man? You better be careful out there. That's where all the desmadres at?
No, in
Minnesota, right? That's right. Yeah, that's right, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Double tap that screen, homie. You know, and thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Mike, for joining the club. Gracias. This podcast is brought to you by yours truly, Rockin Chicano. I'm the one that sponsors myself. Nah,
yeah, sponsored by
Rockin Chicano.
Me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, and I. Oh, that's right. Let's bump that.
Sandy said that it's just snow and cold in Massachusetts.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I bet. Well, my sister's in Georgia, and there's snow right now.
Is
Did
it?
you get your hats from Frank's? Yes, Yes,
Yeah.
he does. Uh, Ohio showing love from Ryan. Diablo said, hey, hey, my OG vato, saludos.
Me, myself, and self and Where's the wifey, Canal? Have her make an appearance. I want you to just jump on her.
I can't. I'm tired.
She's tired. She
I and I went to the gym. You could go to Facebook and you could see me there.
She's the one with all the makeup, looking like a clown, and eyebrows like this
Oh,
high,
you wish.
and the
Please.
what's it, lip liner? That's what it's called.
Please.
And all red lipstick and all freaking, all tatted down. Her brazos are bigger than mine, and I work out, fool. And it kind of hangs right here, dog. Toda chancluda, toda tirada.
First of all, I have 0 tattoos.
¿Cuántos quieres, mijo?
Oh.
Am I into Chicano rap? Nah, not really, you know. I respect that you don't have tattoos everywhere. He's covered and it's annoying your husband. Well, I do. I have more. I have a shirt, you know, but I didn't. I didn't do the face. I was. But that's right. Let me see some moves, carnal. AC, you're a fool, dog. Cuba from Sacramento's checking in. What's up, homie? Did you eat the bean pot? No, I didn't eat the bean pie now. Hook it up, dog. Hook it up, fool. Hook up the bean pie, homie. Don't.
¿Has escuchado a Kid Frost? Yes.
The what?
They're asking if you've heard of Kid Frost.
Yeah, I tell you what, let's go Lil Kid Frost. This is my favorite jam. What's the name of it? It goes, oh, this is my favorite song from him. There you go. Let me mute this. You guys are ready? This is my favorite song from him. I love the beat on this.
Alright, look, man. I'm gonna kick the first verse. But for the rest of this shit, man, you're gonna have to wait for hour 3.
No. That beat is freaking banging, dog. Man, I'll be bumping, man. No, I can't think like that no more, dog. I can't concentrate on the Rafa right now, no. My son, I'm too busy. A mosquito went in my coffee. Ah, you bastard. Man.
They're attracted to your baby mama.
Oh, they're attracted to my baby mama. Ah. Dang, a mosquito. Son of a. Do I have a run flight? Yeah, we have a Lincoln Town Car hooked up. That's my favorite song from him. What happened?
Someone said protein.
Protein. That's right. No, mom is laughing. My baby's mom might be here, cousin. Right here, my baby mama. I thought my baby mama. You look cool, homie. She always be stalking. Well, she used to. I don't know if she still does. If you do, I hope you're enjoying the child support. Back pay, fool. Ahí te va. She's from Pico Rivera, dog. Nah, you know what? It is what it is. You live and learn, homie. You know what I mean? I love to see our raza out here doing your thing. And I'm 100% Chicano. I'm posted up out here in Alabama. Don't give me no Bama weed. That's right. Originally from Big Bad Chuco Town. That's right, homie. Much love and respect, homies. Was that a big culture change? Hell yeah, it was, huh, dog? Can you play Linda Mujer by Little Ram? All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Let's go.
He's asking Javier Hernandez.
Ahí te va, homie. He's all right, dog. That food is not skinny like in the pictures. That food has a little size in them, homie. Back pay, I'm dead. Yeah, dog. Back pay, homie. My kids are already adults, dog. That judge was scandalous, but it's all right, homie. You know?
Every time I see you, I just wanna meet you. Say hello, how you doing? What are you doing tonight? We should hook up tonight. Have some fun tonight. Is that alright? I love your smile. You smile so bright. I'll compliment you all night. That's no problem. If you got flaws, I can't spot them. You ain't got them from top to bottom.
Puro pedo, dog. I don't listen to rap. Man, here and there, dog. Not pedo. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm asking in your 50s? Simone, I'm in my 50s. Dreaming Casually by the Midnighters. Damn, they got you back paid. Yes, they do, dog. My kids are adults. But I pay my fee. I pay my dues, dog. I ain't tripping, homie. You know? Whatever they want to do. They went back to my incarceration time, but what they didn't, of course, they didn't get was I was paying from prison. I was doing malouts, though. I don't spit too much game, but I was doing malouts. What year is the Ranfla? It's a Lincoln Town Car, right? Cartier, 2001. It's all dropped and everything. It's pretty. It's my son's, dog. I got him his Ranfla 17, and you know he's let him do what he wants with it. I think he's gonna cut it up, chrome the whole bottom, do the whole thing, dog. Street Tattoo. What's up, man? Feed man. Big time culture change, but we out here everywhere. They can't get rid of us. For sure, no place like home. That's right, homie. Just tune in. Are you gonna go to the Long Beach swap? I think we are. Yes, we are, right?
Yeah,
We are.
this
Is it since this Sunday? I think it is, homes. I think it is. I think we are gonna go.
my favorite.
Your favorite.
I think it is. Raider
the
Tommy,
8th?
What up, locote?
The 8th, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And there's a Chopper Fest in Ventura. We might go hit that too. I don't know. Rick Thomas, what's up, homito? What's up, man? Hey, thank you guys for tuning in always, man. You know what? This podcast is always positive. We don't, you know what I mean? We don't trip on nobody like that. You know what I mean? It's all on you. How you live your life is feed me. As long as you don't come up here and talk negative crap, we're all feed me. We're all respectful here. We talk about raza. We talk about prison stories that are good and good outcome. And we don't speak about other people, other men like that, and get on social media and bash on people. We don't do that, this mother homes. If you need to run your business or whatever, we'll help you out. We're business owners and we just keep it cool, homes. You know what I mean? We have big old panel, 1986 panel, step band, lonchera style, gangster down, all this madre has a sound system, but we just look out for people as much as we can. But thank you guys for always joining in and tuning in, and I appreciate it. And thank you guys for always standing up when the bully wants to come out on here and just talk his masa, we always represent the raza right, you know what I mean? And I don't mind them saying, what's what they usually say? Vatos locos forever, or, or Santana, you know what I mean? Like, man, that's Hollywood. That's fine. I don't trip. It's funny to me, I don't mind it. It's funny, but that shows me that I caught your eye, you know what I mean? And you want to drop a line, that's feed me, anything that's concerning or whatever, ask the questions and we'll talk about those topics. I know earlier somebody dropped a topic about, what was it? About the files.
Yeah.
Files. Well, look, Holmes, I'm gonna be honest, can you talk about the vatos or Chicanos from the 70s related to Colombian Americans? Curamata. Yeah, dog. This is only in Los Angeles, California. I could only speak on that, on the state of California, dog. Uh, from what we knew, um, there was a lot of uh, in the 70s into the 80s, dog. Remember with Cuba Fidel and the whole desmadre and shooting out the gente and people from Salvador coming in here. We had a lot of people from South America, dog. Now there were some that get into the barrios, and when you get busted, you would see and you would ask them, "What's your background?" or you would find out. But to be a Chicano and to be into the pandillas when it was in the 70s, 80s, you really wouldn't see it that much, dog. To this day, you don't see too much. If they do, they got their own clica. The issue is because they're from South America. When you get torcido, you have to make a choice where you're gonna go, what crew you're gonna kick it with. No, I don't get too much into the politics scene. That's not my place. I don't bang. I don't talk about barrios like that. I don't do that, or organizations. But you have to make a decision where you go. Some would, say that they were Colombianos or whatever, Nicaragua. The one that was a trippy one, Marceli was from Belize, y Vato was Moreno. If you do the history of Belize, the barcos will land there. And you see them, pero most of them tend to stay by themselves, away from problems or issues. Pero the most of the Colombians that you would see, they would be torcidos for cloud, big cloud, But to be on the clicas, you would rarely see it, but you see it, you see it. People from El Salvador, it's a long story with them, and I only get into it so much because I don't get deep into their issues because of who they are and what they represent and where they've been at. You know what I mean? I respect them. Right now, I feel sorry for them where they're at the Sicot, right? That's where they're at. You know what I mean? And people would say, oh, they deserve where they're at. To each his own. You know what I mean? It's like, just because you're part of the clica doesn't mean that, eres matón like that, dog. You know what I mean? Pero that's nor here nor there. I'm here, I'm free, I'm blessed, I'm thankful that my jefita had me out here, so I'm okay, But there is Colombianos that back in the days, but you would really see them in LA. You wouldn't really see them on the Oscars, you know what I mean? Pero there was gente that they were from South America. The one that tripped me out, you would see people from Argentina, not so much Argentina, Peru. The one that blew my mind was the one from Belize, But you see them, homie, Female outfit, do you like the Ben Davis? Yes, I do. All right. Just tune in. All right, Holmes, I got you. Pinoy, Locos 13. What's up, Pinoy? That's right, Philippines in the house, homie. This guy's sunglasses are AI. That's right, homie. It's AI. And so what, homie? So what? You been pulled over, so what? Yeah, so what? It's AI, homie. No hay pedo, dog.
Lisa said if you could wish her son Jimmy Rodriguez happy birthday. He's in the army.
Jimmy Rodriguez. They gotta say it. Cadet Rodriguez. Parade rest. They gotta do this. I was in the military boot camp. Well, it was juvenile hall. But it was a juvenile hall military boot camp. What's his name?
His name is Jimmy Rodriguez.
Jimmy crack corn, and you don't care. What's up? Now you care, homie. Now you're in the army, huh? Now you just estás allá, homie. Better listen to your sergeant, homie. Puro pedo, homie. Happy Much love. Birthday. Happy birthday, Holmes. I hope you're doing feed, my dog. That stay out of trouble, dog. Don't go out there to the bars in, where is it at? In Thailand and all that, in Germany, and go find the pirujas out there, dog. Don't get caught up. Don't get off pedo and lose your your career over all that desmadre. Don't get nobody pregnant out there, homie. Come back home, do all feed my dog, and pick something up so you could achieve things in life, homies, and break curses, homie. You know. But besides all that, homie, I thank you for your service, because of your
Yeah.
service, I get to have my freedom, homie. I get to sit here talk about solo stuff, homie. What's up, carnalito? You know, so thank you, Jimmy, and stay up there, dog, and keep doing feed, me, homie. Much love and respects, homie. Uh, hey, carnal, how did you get in the game? I was born into it, dog. But it just, you just keep on going with it, dog. But I'm blessed, homie. Um, Sureños 13, Viva Templero. Ooh, Temple Street. Ah, that's crazy, dog. I knew a lot of your homeboys, dog. But I knew more Satanas. I knew more of them, That's right, since 1923. That's right, homito. Thank you, Maria and Anthony. Hey, thank you, man. What else did they say on here? What's cracking, my brother Marty? What's up, homie? Uh, let's talk about before we hang up. Let's talk about the files, homie. Do me a favor, please like, share, and subscribe. And gracias TikTok, gracias YouTube. And hopefully this weekend I'll go live and show you guys some brown floss. But thank you guys, and double tap that screen. Thank you guys for always sending the hearts, the love, the roses, the gifts. Thank you guys so much, man. Look, dog. Let's both some Berry White, right? Man, I love Berry White, dog. Let's go with this one. Look, Holmes, I'm gonna keep it real. In this world, Holmes, go ahead and close it,
Yeah.
Man, I want some coffee. Should I drink it? Vida loca.
I'm sure when you were a kid, you ate dirt.
Let's get
You
into
want me to
this
make
one.
it fresh one? I can.
Nah, it's okay, because I'll be up all night. And my back is hurting right now. All right, big dog. Look, Holmes. This world that we live in, Holmes, it was given to us, okay? To multiply and to increase, and, you know what I mean, and dominion over everything. But besides all that, the enemy is here, El Diablo, and I know people say, oh, that's not true, this and that. Look, Holmes, I'm just going to break it down for you, man. Just listen to this, dog. It was given to us, homie. But mankind just keeps on destroying it, dog. Mankind wants to do what he wants to do, and look at Cain and Abel, the first Muerte like that. And yeah, the sisters were there, and they increase, and the whole this mother. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, dog. All biblically here, almost. But with that whole this madre, sin came out, and Muerte came out, and the whole mayhem, homes. And as the world kept on going and turning, and darkness couldn't understand the light, and in 7 days, just breaking everything down real quick. He rested on the seventh day, homies, Sabbath, and he created all these things for us, homies, and mankind, some way, somehow, finds a way to destroy things, dog. They use the name of Jesus and whatever and destroy this whole life, this whole universe, dog, this whole planet, really, dog, With the push of a button, they could destroy everything, 100-something times over and over and over, No matter who you are in this life, homie, you're gonna give an account one day, dog. No matter what you do, who, what, when, where, dog, you're gonna see your maker one day, dog. And you're gonna have to give an account, dog. To me, dog, this is me. I try to live my life as best as I can, dog. One day, I'm gonna be in front of the maker. I'm gonna be in front of God. And I'm gonna have to state my case, dog. As the world turns, as the world creates so much stuff and negativity and temptations and things that you fall into, Holmes, you know what I mean? It's so easy by push of a button. It's up to you to resist. It's up to you to keep your mind straight. Because nobody's going to understand your mind, your world, your vision, your fantasies, anything. You've been created by you, yourself, by God created you, but only you itself. There is no two of you. There is no two. There is no other two, dog. He knew you before you were born. You know? All these things that came to be for you to have life, Holmes, there's a purpose. It's not just to throw it away or to join the clica or just to get caught up on madness and cause destructions, Holmes. Mayhem, you know? Get caught up with Hollywood and get caught up with these entertainers. Nicki Minaj, whatever she says that they're worshipers of Satan and all this and that. And I believe it, dog. I believe it, Holmes. That they sacrifice this and that, and I believe it. You know, that's true. Have I seen it with my own eyes? No. But I believe it. I understand it because I'm around certain things, you know? We're all going to give an account one day, Holmes. While you're here in this earth, it's what counts, Holmes. It counts what you do in this earth, Holmes. All those things that go on in the files of all those millionaires, the Bible says it's easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle. Doesn't mean a sewing needle. It means the needle of the gate where you would come in. Some people were able to bring in their camels because they would lock it down. And there was the framing of the fence, and there was a hole there, and the camel would go through there. You know, it didn't mean that it didn't make it, but it was very hard because if it was too big, you know, meaning big, you're big headed, you're big in your sin of money, the love of money, not money. The love of money is the root to all evil. So you're so big because you're chasing this dollar that there's nothing that you're going to take with you, Holmes. When you're in the cemetery, when you're in the corners, my homeboy told me when he used to work in the corners and he picked up Art LeBeau, you know? He said it was funny, Anthony, because I had to go out there in Palm Springs and pick up his cuerpo. Like, nah, he was, yeah. He sent me the picture. Like, what the hell? You know? And he goes, look who I'm picking up, you know? And I'm like, damn, fool, you serio? He goes, yeah. They're doing their concert, and the vato has already passed, and it's Saturday, or it's Friday, and they're doing their concert tomorrow. They didn't tell the people nothing, Holmes. The estate, or what is it? The estate, right? They didn't tell the people, Holmes. You know, they wanted to still sell the tickets and do all that, and they didn't care about his health. They didn't care about anything, Holmes. They didn't let the people know till it was Friday, Holmes, you know? They just said that he was sick. But it was a trippy thing because he was in this big old cantona, Holmes, and when he had to go pick him up, he just had sweats, like nothing. Nobody was there. Um, uh, Nobody was there to say anything. Nobody was there to speak on his behalf. You know, they cremated him and he was there. He's the one that pushed him in. You know, it's just funny because all this fame and all this fortune and all this whole this madre, he goes out. I have to take out his ropa and put him in this oven, Holmes. Didn't matter one freaking bit, Holmes. You know, because he was next to a vato that was poor and we had to get him from the guys, dog, from the coroner's office, dog. So it didn't matter, Holmes, you know. But how are you going to go down? How are you going to go and be remembered? Is there anything that you done for the man upstairs, for mankind, that you did good, you know, that you did female, that you helped out, that you talked about the creator, that you talk about his son? When you go up there, you know, you're going to be like, hey, Holmes, you know, hey, God, hey, man, you know what, hey, you know, even if I were to stand in front of him like this, hey, God, hey, let me spit my game, man. He's just going to say, what did you do with my son's name? What is it that you did? You know? The words that I never want to hear is, depart from me, I never knew you. You know, that's harsh words, homie. People who don't believe or that there is a creator, think about it. Seriously. We didn't come from no monkey, homie. Why is the monkey still here? Have you guys even read the theories of Homeboy? You know? That's not what he meant, you know? You might think, oh, well, science this, science that. Yeah, Holmes, you know, whatever's clever, dog. There has to be a creator. You're just not made by Chirispada like that, dog. You're just born and that's it. No, Holmes. So those people that are on that file and all that, they're going to have to give an account, dog. I bet you the vato that did that jale, I'm pretty sure he didn't do it. I'm pretty sure some gente did it. You know? When you don't go according to the way they want you to be. Every leader that spoke on peace, everybody that spoke of peace and unity and all that, you know, that's sad. But it's okay because God remembers that, you know. Blessed is the man who gives his life for his friend, huh? You know, when you don't agree with certain things, it's going to come against you. Are you ready? These people that are fighting the yellow and all that, are you ready? There's no court. There's no nothing, Holmes. You're screwed. You get torcido, you're going to get torcido. You're going to get a calentada. Be ready for all that, Holmes. Are you down for all that? You know? Life, the way it has been handed to you and to me, it's been hard. It's been harsh. It's not easy. We weren't born with silver spoons in our mouths. We had to learn and we had to crawl before we start running and doing our things. And we've seen a lot of things in this lifetime, homie. At times I say, what am I going to speak about? And I sit there while I'm taking a shower and like, hey, whatever comes up, we're going to talk about it. I can't remember as far as last week or 2 weeks ago when you were alive and just thinking, oh man, this is something beautiful. But then you forget about it down the road. All those things you might forget, but when you go meet the maker, he's going to be there. You remember this and he's going to recall it. Every year that goes by, every time that goes by, that's time, homie. We live in the time. He lives in the eternal. One day we'll go to the eternal homes and we will be reminded of the time. And your mind might not be able to comprehend everything that you see, you walk through and done, who, what, when, where, but he does. He's all-knowing. So while these files come out, Holmes, and all this is coming out about Hollywood and the president and all this whole this madre, don't trip, homie. Because your name ain't on it. They're going to have to give an account. Some way, somehow. I'd rather stay broke and humble than to be a millionaire and worry about those issues out there. Happiness doesn't mean the finances. Happiness doesn't mean a big old freaking mansion, because those people are more miserable than you could ever even think of. They have no life. They have to hide away from paparazzi and all that. And, hey, can I get a signature? And you know why they want your signature? Not to remember you, but to sell it. They try to get some kind of brand off of you and they could sell it. There's value in that name. There's value in that person. And they could sell it, Holmes. And that's sad. And that sucks. All these players, Kobe, and there's a mural in downtown LA. Who is it? Kobe, Tupac, and Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, right there.
All three of them looks freaking beautiful, homie. And they all had a horrific muerte, dog. All of them, dog. You know, what's the use of being plastered up in the wall? How were they remembered? You know, did you ever talk about God? Did you ever talk about peace? Did you ever talk about Jesus? Did you ever talk positive stuff? Or is your rap was all gangster? Or Kobe, trophies. I gotta be the Black Mamba. Throw that crap out of here. Don't matter, you know? And it sucks. How do you want to be remembered? You can be too busy whose name is on that file. You already know. You already know whose name's on those files, homie. So why are you all surprised of whose names are on there? They're wicked. They're evil. All the things that they produce, you think that that's not wicked and evil for the kids, homie? The left side is talking about the rainbows and the books at school. The right side is talking about God, but yet doing mass desmadre. Both of them, dog. They're both that far. You know? Jelly Roll talking about God and God and God and Jesus. But when they asked him the question about what's taking place now, he couldn't speak. That I'm just a country redneck. Wait a minute, Holmes. You got to put your foot down. You got to speak what is right and what is wrong. This is the difference. Well, you asked me about this. I told you about Jesus. But this is how Jesus would handle yellow right now. You spoke scripture. You spoke God. Why can't you use that with God? You know, and stay neutral. But use that. You know, not that I hate him, but at the same token, this whole familia supports the Vato de Naranjado on what's taking place. And it's hard what's taking place. Yesterday we spoke about the left side and the right side, homie. And to be honest, you know that you know that you know that you know that you know what's taking place. It's wrong. Oh, but they're here. Yes, they're here illegally. I get that. And they need to get deported. I know that's what you're gonna say. I get it. I understand it. As a kid, I seen it with my own eyes. I seen the Mira chasing the pies. I get it. Yeah, I agree. I understand. But what's taking place right now? The mayhem, covering up the face, the Fusca, putting them down, kicking, breaking, no court, no nothing, drag them, beat them. Even raza, even morenos, in the waters that they're supposed to be living and increasing and bringing out peace and understanding and dreams, build dreams and all. There's destruction. You know, today I seen one with the Fusca like this, like, you know, as he was pulling out one of the facilities. You know that that's wrong. They're unprofessional. They're not doing it right. But that's them. That's all right. Screw it. You know, do the best that you can, you know. But we all gonna have to give an account. They even have to give an account. But don't worry whose name is on those files, homie. Don't even trip. You weren't rich, and you definitely ain't gonna go rich out like that, homes. Be rare that you win the lottery, you know? And if you do, God bless you, homie. Don't get into destruction. You know, give back to the poor. But most of us ain't gonna be rich. Why? Because we can't handle wealth. He gives wealth to the ones that could take it. But those that get caught up in the love of the money, and those are the ones that fall. So don't worry whose name is on there. It's okay. They're going to have to give an account. The Bible says it's better for them to tie their cuello que se tiren la playa. You know? There's some harsh things. And there's this scripture that says, sin no more, for something gacho te va a pasar. What was it? He told a vato that. I'm pretty sure el vato just, you know what I mean? I think he was, you know? Chon, you know? I can't say certain words because they cut me down. But don't worry about whose name is on there. As long as you're doing good, Holmes. And justice will come if that's the case. And, you know, keep on pushing, man. Take it to the top. Do your part. Be creative in your barrio. Be cool with your raza. Stop being a puto, homie. I hate to say that word, but stop being a chump, dog. Don't be a chump with your own gente, dog. No seas eso, dog. Be better than that, Holmes. Show respect. Show authority. Show leadership, Holmes. Show guidance. Show understanding, Holmes. Take your time and help out raza. Help out the kid next door, whatever the case might be. If you're better off, hey, man, help them out. Participate in something. Give a helping freaking hand, homie. Don't worry about whose name is in the freaking list. Do your part, homie. All right, pues, raza. Thank you so much. I want to thank you, and my wife wants to thank you, and my baby mama want to thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you guys for your time. And remember, Rockin Chicano, Rockin Chicano on TikTok. It's right there on the top. Is it on the top? Can you see it right there on the top? On TikTok? Yeah, you can, right? God bless you guys. Stop reading your script. I
He's
don't
not
read the
gone yet,
script.
Ken, San Antonio.
San Antonio, man, dog, you all
He's
right,
still
dog? Did you hear
bored?
something, dog? Did you catch something on me?
He's still bored.
You know it's a trip, San Antonio? Can I tell you something, dog? When I was young, I couldn't speak, dog. I would stutter, I wouldn't speak, dog, and I'll stay quiet. You know why? Because God let me understand and observe all the things. Now, when they give you a mic, it's the gift of gab, homie. Give me that mic. It's Jesus' time. He's going to speak. Don't worry about what you're going to say. When the mic is on, homie, and there's a pulpit or there's people, then the gift of God comes out, dog, and you start speaking. There's no script here, dog. We don't read no scripts, dog. We just flow off of our hearts, homie. Out of the abundance of the heart, your mouth speaks. Woo-wee. So we don't do scripts here. We don't study. We don't. This is what we're gonna talk about, you guys. We don't do that.
Yeah.
You know. So that's the truth, San Antonio. But anyways, you have a good night. You know. Good thing God helped me. That's feeding, dog. It still hasn't helped you that much, homie. The help is there, but I doesn't. Terco way. Te gusta el desmadre, homie. You know. I changed solo. Okay. But te gusta el desmadre, homie. Man, what are you doing to make a difference? Whoo, Johnny boy.
He said, he also said, are you out helping the raza or just talking? That's what Johnny Boy said.
Johnny boy. Let's hang around one day, dog. I've done a lot, homie. 19 years out of prison. Almost 20. I haven't stopped, homie. I don't drink. I don't do drugs, dog. We helped out. We done ministries, Motown ministries, street ministries, tour ministries. Man, Angel Tree, fundraisers, donations, all for our gente, homes. Even other barrios, I help them with their fundraisers, dog. I have to, homes. You know what I mean? There's so much, so freaking much that I don't go back and use that as a victory. I don't, dog. If you see who I am and what I do and how I speak, then it's feed me. It's up to you, dog. Whether you follow or you don't, you know, and if you like it, cool. If you don't, then go make your own nonprofit, go make your own structure, your own LLC, and go handle it, homie. You know, when people try to challenge me, okay, let's do it. You know, we were the first ones to make what? Puente Project scholarship for the first Raza in Cerritos College. Man, we're good. List goes on and on and on and on and freaking on, homie.
We
you
just
know,
don't like boasting.
we don't
There's no
boast
reason
about it,
for
dog.
it.
Today they hit me with like, hey, the round fly homes, you know, and this and that, and go sign everything. And you know how much? Oh man, it's gonna cost some money, dog. But you know what? It's out of my heart. I gotta do things, and it's feed me. So it's don't boast on it. Don't brag on it. Just go do it, dog. You know. But if you gotta ask, then you know what I mean. You're doubting, then you should see a vato right away, Holmes. Discernment of the spirit, whether the vato is gonna be solid or he's not, homie. Right when you go to the joint, you see that fool and you touch his hand, you already know who that person is. You by the touch of the hand and by the look of the face, you already know. You know who's his vato. You know, automatically. That's discernment of the spirit. When you have a little time out, dog, study on it. Study discernment of the spirit, dog. What it means, what it does. You'll know it right when you touch somebody's hand. God will tell you, Trucha, stand back. Stay away from him. You know what I mean? He's going to backstab you. This is what's going to happen. That's what he's all about, you know? I'm not here asking for money or donations. I don't do that, dog. Whatever God gives me, he gives me, you know? I'm not here to say, hey, give me gifts, give me gifts. Like one of the guys that I've seen on TikTok. I want to be famous, you guys. I work a lot. I want yourself. Buy my badges. Buy my badges. And he buys security badges. I want to be rich. Buy them, please, please. I got a business, homie. You want to check it out? Go check it out, dog. You want advice? I'll give you advice, homie. But to sit here and say what I've done for the raza, I don't forget that. But hey, we're not here to please you, homie. We're here to please God, and that's feeding. We're all good. God is good. And says, I'll see you in Long Beach. Orale, firme. And that's it, right? Let me see. Anthony, gracias, Cana Rafael. All right, firme, homie. Much love. Ghost Rain. What's up, homie? Shout outs for indigenous people. What's up, homie? Aquí en Ventura están los STD Saints. What's up, homie? Saludos to Ventura. What's good, G? Hope family's doing good. That's right, Robert. Gracias, homie. What else? That's it, right? All right, pues. Hey, much love. What does Sanato say? Always. That's right. Thank you guys. Marty, you don't have to explain yourself. Our Lord sees everything. That's right, Kanan. Much love, homie. Thank you guys for tuning in always, and I'll see you guys maybe Thursday or Friday. G-Man, what's up, G-Man? What's up, fool? G-Man, that's you, G-Man? Is that you, G-Man, is that you before we hang up, dog? Is that you that we had that conversation with, bro? That was a deep conversation. Remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
That's him. I think that's him. That's you, carnal? Yes, it is. What's up, G-Man? Hey, gracias, homie. Hey, G-Man, that was a crazy conversation, huh, bro? I loved it, homie. It's maturity, homie. I got you, G-Man. Hey, if you guys are looking for a single man, he said he's 50 years old, get at G-Man. He's a good dude. He has a good freaking heart, man. Good vato, man. You guys, hey, do me a paro, you guys. The comments on TikTok, his name is G-Man. Check that vato out, homes, you know? All right, pues, homitos, much love and respects. I'll see you vatos on the next one, homie.